Thanks so much, guys, for coming in with your girl. Those who really are here for information and truth and light. I know y'all was gonna come through because y'all want to hear some good information. I'm not gonna talk about these weird situations with people lying on me, trying to put my name out there because of their jealousy. People that have been plotting and planning to create fake beefs for 2 months and I haven't agreed with it, so all of a sudden now they done created a fake ass beef, initiating, starting stuff, talking about me behind my back. I'm hearing people talking about there's issues and I don't even know it's an issue. Like this, some weird stuff. When people need attention and they starve for attention and they're seeking subscribers and all of this stuff, they'll do anything pretty much to get that attention, and people will fall for it if people have certain agendas, especially those that are plotting. So what I'm gonna do is just make sure that I continue to stay on my journey and do what I do, because y'all already know I'm here for the people. I'm doing a build about this hair today, about positive energy. I'm not gonna let anybody with their negativity, and they have so many things that are going on in their lives that they're not happy about, so they want to try and put it on other people. All these type of things get so annoying for me, but what I'm gonna do is stay in my right mind and leave it alone, because people want attention because they want beef so they can pull in subscribers, so subscribers can go and try and see what's going on with the beef. But I don't care about none of that, y'all. I'm not here for it. So I'll continue with my information and let others strive where they can, seeking sympathy, fake empathy, and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna get it with a quick little song or two. Let y'all come in here and build up, and yeah, we'll kind of take it from there. What I want to play for y'all real quick. Let me get to my list. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Play some. Let's play some Threads. Threads 3000, guys.
Threads 3000. Enemy of my tribe, but op of mine, so what's happening? Government and all, y'all crossed the line, so what's happening? My ancestors wouldn't like you crossed the line, so what's happening? We original, y'all GMO, y'all lying. I do this for my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, oh yeah, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche. I do this for my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche, my Nietzsche. I do this for my Nietzsche. Should've left me where I was, cause I ain't never scared. Took that little ice off my neck for this arrowhead. My nation, my Nietzsche, someone thorough said. Real American, still pure blood, we thoroughbred. I'm like, let my people go and just take me instead. When it's red or blue pill, I'm only choosing red. I'ma always choose my people, you can keep that bread. Our government owe a trillion, you can keep that bread. If it's one thing Jim Crow is showing me, I don't want no white folks ruling over me. I don't want no politicians ruling over me. I don't want no po-po ruling over me. Only somebody just like me gonna treat me like me. I'm Iron Wine Cherokee, Chief and Dr. GLE. I'm
That one like me gonna treat me like me. I ain't fuck with no more foreigners. I ain't with it.
I'm from the hood, I'm still waking up my people. They got us good, they still hating on my people. When it comes to fashion, the whole world wanna be like us. When it comes to music, the whole world wanna be like us. When it comes to dancing, the whole world wanna be like us. Foreigners are doing everything, trying to weaken us. Sports, y'all can't fuck with us. Rhythm, know we killing y'all. Anything involve a ball. Mentally, we figured out the cosmos. After all inventing shit, we smashing y'all. It's time to take through asking y'all rights by blood after all. Vatican and the Smithsonian got all our shit. Artifacts and relics still keeping us away from it. When they say that was a long time ago, that's racist shit. Y'all holy land keep stolen shit. We don't need y'all holding it. Reverse engineering our technology, controlling it. Gave it everything you got, but you can't put no soul in it. I ain't go see the new matrix cause I'm living it. Everything is not what it seems, but I'm killing it. Can you afford to pay attention who you living with? Now they trying to mandatory vax, but is you getting it? Fall back off my Nietzsche, I'm peeping y'all tactics. This ain't no earth war, this here is galactics. Goddesses and gods warming up like practice. We gon' put arrows on your chest like patches. lords can't style like us. Them fake natives ain't wild like us. They ain't got a soul, destiny as a child like us. Nobody power like us. Nobody peace pipe like us. Boxing, y'all can't fight like us. Nobody lost they right like us. Wake 'em up, I'm in the way. Say too much, I'm in the way. They tryna kill us anyway, so listen what I'm finna say. Everybody, our kids, we raised y'all anyway. What that sense is finna say. Everybody ain't here to stay. Is you with us or against us? Ain't no in between. I'm a non-ether being, not a human being. Fucking 1492, but all my allies, what it do? Renegade got kicked for days. Be careful, I advise you to. Yeah, my tribe of opera mind, so what's happening? Government and all y'all cross the line, so what's happening?
What's happening?
Ancestors wouldn't like you cross the line, so what's happening? We original, y'all GMO, y'all lying.
Y'all GMO, though. What's happening?
I need you, I need you, oh yeah, I need you, I need you, I need you. I do this for my need you, I 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 need you. I do this for my need you.
So, I got one coming in that wants to join in this topic with me. I got my girl coming up too when she get a minute because she wants to join in on this topic about this hair. We're going to get into the relationship stuff, guys. I got some good stuff for y'all. What's happening? What's happening? I heard, bro. Elizabeth, what's going on, boo? How you doing, sis? Here come my loves. All my loves in my chat. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know where that good love and energy come from. And it's not fake. It's real. I don't play no games. Y'all already know. Let's do one more, y'all. We're going to get this popping real good. Just so we ready. Got a good vibe, good frequency when we get it going up in here right now. And let's get it.
We going to do it to him.
My knees, they roll you. Roll you. All of my knees, they roll you. All of my knees, they loyal. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. Wait, adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait, roll you. All of my knees, they roll you. All of my knees, they loyal. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. Wait, adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait. I just had to catch my breath. I just had to stack my checks. Shorty got ass, God bless. Damn. I just had to stack my chips. I just had to grab my grip. A lot of niggas mad I'm rich. I'ma have to smash they bitch. Pull up in a maxed out fit. VLN on the logo, moving solo with the stick. Block jumping like a pogo, come and pull up on the strip. Told her pull up and get lit, so she pulled up and she stripped. Damn, I don't need all the attention, I just need all of the pension. Ran the bill up like a piston. Wait, told them but they didn't listen. Fuck it, I teach them a lesson. I ain't got time for the stressing. Damn dog, is you kidding me? You know that we aborigines. I don't give a fuck if you feeling me, as long as you watch how you grilling me. My knee G's making history. Brother some diamonds at Tiffany's. She a carbon queen and she feeling me, so you know she matching my energy. Roll you. All of my knees, they roll you. All of my knees, they loyal. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. Wait, adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait, roll you. All of my knees, they roll you. All of my knees, they loyal. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. Wait, adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait, so to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. You ain't got time for the low vibes, but you know I'm feeling your vibe. You a black woman, you go God. You could trust me, girl, I promise. My only choice to be honest. I feel like it's perfect timing. When we hit your party, we getting it lit. Hit it YPs if I need me a fit. He got the sauce, yeah, he got the drip. We gon' keep grinding until we get rich. Smoking exotic, I need me a zip. My aborigines be with this shit. Rushing your shit and I call it a blitz. We tryna find us some money to split. Can't break bread, then you fake then. Free all my guys out the state pen. How you only wet, yeah, it's leaking. She said she want me to eat it. Had to ice her out, now she blinging. Dying for what I believe in. Dropping new beat every season. Call me a vet cause I'm seasoned. Call
call me a vet cause I'm healing the dogs. Roll me a wood, I ain't talking to law. Brought me some land, about to buy me a mall. Stand up nigga so I cannot fall. Chasing clout, then I won't get involved. Oh, that's your girl, then I'm testing the jaws. Said you was lame, so she gave me the draws. Feeling like Rick Ross because I'm a boss. Roll you. All of my needs, they roll you. All of my needs, they loyal you. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. We adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. We roll you. All of my needs, they roll you. All of my needs, they loyal. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. We adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait.
Hey. I'm feeling myself right now. I'm gonna play one more and then we getting into it, guys.
Stack that bitch up, Mike.
Yeah, truth can't be told, it gotta be realized.
Truth can't be told, it gotta be realized.
Truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't, it ain't legalized. Realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize. Yeah, slavery was a long time ago. How? Same motherfuckers still here right now. Colonized on our own land, they ahead of us. Changed our name so much, they scared of us. Children of the sun, y'all don't compare to us. Pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Talking about America, pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Even up the playing field, bitch. I'm darn. How you a victim, bitch, you a Karen. Cognitive dissonance, you don't need sperm. You got white privilege, so you don't need sperm. Looking at my homeland, man, I can't believe her. Colonizers came here, they ain't never leave her. Indians ain't die off cause we here. You ain't gotta lie, just say you won't be here. How you American but not indigenous? 400 years still ain't get rid of us. All Europeans and naturalized citizens made all the Indians niggas on the census. 1492, we was on the fences. Civil rights movement, we was so defensive. Black Wall Street, whites got so offended. Common law rights gave us amendments. Thank God don't speak truth, that's alright. First slave 1619 was all white. 1200 wasn't no continent, all white. Europe named after a black woman, alright. Grafted it come from us, do your research. Go within, quit listening to teachers. And the Nuki got voice coming out the speaker. Cut our trees down and made us weaker. Really they foreigner, the shit gets deeper. Whites don't know where whites come from either. I'm Aborigine, we come from the ether. Ruling over us in our land, that's evil. Being colonized right now, black people. Prisoner of the war, that's why it ain't equal. Wake up everybody, don't be no sheeple. Freedom ain't free, really freedom is illegal. And we can't get mad at this. Whites act like we can't see their advantages. Privilege is real, they working in management. Low down dirty, but they calling us savage. They want you to think they above us. All white people are part-time judges. I ain't no racist, but I ain't no sucker. I ain't no African, but they my brothers. Been lied to, I got built up anger. We built everything, still waiting on the savior. Don't call yourself black, please do me that favor. Black tourmaline will protect you from a hater. Listening to your oppressors is dangerous. Gave us a Bible and stole our nation. Said we couldn't read, but we didn't know the language. Kept us on paper because we didn't see the danger. American Indian, keep the religion. Skin copper color look just like a penny. Wanted our land and you called us stingy. Ain't no Democrats there together, pay attention. We got ancestors, but the papers is missing. Kings and queens, we just can't remember. Remember who you are, just like Simba. Now they got a vax, we don't want that in us. George Washington is the ninth president, look it up. United States, only 10 square blocks, look it up. White people really the minorities, look it up. Courtrooms don't got authorities, look it up. You want me, say stop governing me. Gave me a straw man, it's really not me. Why you don't keep it 100 with me? Why Trayvon Killer still walk around free? Made this song for the truth, don't hate it. History was told in reverse, I've stated. We still oppressed, somebody gotta say it. I'm talking out of school, that's the reason I made it. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. It ain't my story. History is his story. Probably ain't your story. History is his story. It's his story.
Y'all want to hear one more? I'm feeling myself right now. I'm in the groove, y'all. We got to do one more. I got a few more picks. Let's do one more.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just looking for a feather girl, you know? Scutter.
Vision be fooling.
What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my my weather girl. I'm just looking for a wife. Won't you be my feather girl? What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my weather girl. I'm just looking for a wife. Won't you be my feather girl? Yeah, you bad, yeah, you fine. I'm just trying to make you mine. You ain't worried about these pennies, girl, cause you know you're a dime. And I knew that I would have you. I just had to wait my time. Had to know you past looks, cause you know that love is blind. Met you at the powwow, asked you what's your tribe. You asked me, mom, we politicking, then we caught a vibe. So you rocking your feathers, you can say you caught my eye. From that moment, girl, I knew that I could probably make you bride. Girl, you the truth, shorty, what you wanna do? Come and be a winner, you know I could never lose. Wanna be a man now, tell me what I gotta prove. You the realest, so that's why a nigga really fuck with you. What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my weather girl. I'm just looking for a wife. Won't you be my feather girl? What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my weather girl. I'm just looking for a wife. Won't you be my feather girl? Damn girl, you do that thing damn well. I know you indigenous. What's your tribe? I can't tell. Are you Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee? No interracial girl. I only fuck with chicks that look like me. I like a long hair, melanated vibe with no guidance. Shorty, I'ma be your guide. Let me show you how to live. It's not enough to just survive and maybe have a couple kids if I end up between your thighs. For real. Intellectual convos about a book or something. That smirk emoji like you giving me that look or something. You keep it real like you carrying a hook or something. So if you want it, you got it. Ain't gotta look for nothing. What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my weather girl. I'm just looking for a wife. Won't you be my feather girl? What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my weather girl. I'm just looking for a wife. Won't you be my feather girl?
Hey, one more. They said they ain't done yet. They ain't done yet. Let's get it there. Let's get it.
Welcome.
I got y'all.
Once again, it's time. Yeah. It's King Isaiah, I'm demanding respect. I see everybody ballin' till it's time to connect. I see everybody kill us till you hand them a tech or cops. Read them they rights, nightsticks to they neck. Too many chasing the check instead of checking priorities. Flexing heavy on the ground, but you still a minority. Fucking whips, your chains or anything that came after. Misleading black people, you a fucking slave master. This is Genesis, I'm flipping the page backwards. Listen to intuition, we ain't got the same pastors. Me, I follow no man, I can't be programmed. This soul food set the mood like a fucking slow jam. It's time to eat up. I'm 10 toes down, who gon' defeat us? I'm living gold, aboriginal, check my features. Who gon' speak up? I turn up and blow speakers. My own teacher, I grew up with no leaders. Can't trust people, cause they ain't telling the whole truth. Get directions to heaven, but you live in the hell too. That's how I feel, keeping it real. Love it or hate it, either way they trying to crucify me like the savior. Put thorns in my crown, they knowing that I'm a king. We been crossed too many times, whipped and hung from trees. I am my ancestors from the past that done bled, and now we here resurrected, bitch, I'm back from the dead. Immortal, they can't kill me, I'm forever on the rise. They despise my genetics, it's something special about my kind. I'm descendant of the ones in the tombs. Brown babies coming from wombs, in tune with the sun and the moon, you feel me? If it ain't clear, it's time to switch optics. Cause ignorance got us moving in fear, and that bring them big profits. But I'm a prophet, so I kick knowledge. Cause the shit that you hearing on the radio got us misguided. They got our goddesses hating they real bodies, and the gods getting high off lean and pill popping. Bodies are still dropping. Is you paying attention? I guess not. You still paying to listen. I move different in my true image. Just too many projecting hate. Who gon' lift the whole world up and tell them they great? Who gon' tell everybody getting money, but who's spreading the bait? So we can buy back the block, start to better this place. Cause our skin tones is dark, it's divine mastery. The hair grown from my dome defies gravity, yeah. The real rulers of earth rebirth humanity. Facts. The queen's high supreme, color your majesty. Facts. You better batter me, listen, don't be a casualty. Fuck a colonizer, we guardians of the galaxy. They super late, bitch, I move truth, fuck moving weight. Earth is our true estate that I like to illuminate and prosper. I promise I'm passionate with my power. I'm writing all my wrongs checks and balancing every chakra. Who gon' stop him? A daddy try. The reason you so scared to fly is cause you scared to die. But I exist on dimensions beyond this plane. You thinking it's all a game. When you open up your eyes, your energy start to change. We still traumatized and healing from all the pain. It's good versus evil, our enemies all the same. So I'm 10 toes down with my feet in the dirt. And when I leave Earth, you still hear me speaking this verse. This music is all my scriptures I've been keeping since birth. When I spoke them into existence, I was seeing my worth. My purpose is my perspective. I'm serving a higher message. A piece of the Most High is written in my genetics. I speak for my soul tribe. We shed a divine essence, releasing the soul ties to whatever we find negative light. Instead of bashing our women, we heal with them. Instead of running from problems, we deal with them. Instead of killing our brothers, we build with them. So, fuck the illusions, we seeing the real picture. We here. It's more spiritual than physical, nigga. If you ain't trying to bring change, you invincible, nigga. For real. My message lives, it's invincible, nigga. And fuck being rich if you ain't got no principles, nigga. Crap.
Spitting.
Hey, let me say something real quick. All these years we've been calling each other niggas and they think we tripping. Have our own kind looking at us with resentment. But listen, you see, we not slaves, but we are the descendants. But this is a new age, so it's time to transition. Nigga means noble individual, grace and godly ambition. Cause we always make gold out of the labels that they give us. Cause this is our land, we were the first that ever existed. So respect your temple, honor your pigment. From the motherland to the other lands, we are
Indigenous. One more from my boy Trey Ali. And then we are going to get into it right now. Let's see. Let's get to the boy Trey Ali. We know he be spitting all the fire, y'all. All the fire. Y'all feeling this music? I'm just letting y'all build up in here because I want to get started. And we are going to really get into some good information. Seriously, I got some stuff in store for you guys to ponder upon. I want you to be able to absorb some of this information I'm going to be talking about and, kind of go from there. And, yeah, let's do that. Let's play Trey Ali real quick, and we are going to get into it. Which one? Oh, he got so many good. Should I play his new one, Paper Trip? I like that one, too. Or let me go to his older one that I like. All right, y'all, let's get it.
Rhyme so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation.
All right, I don't know what happened to y'all, but it's coming. Internet still want to trip. My son on this game, my daughter on the internet in her room, but it's coming, guys. We got it. 6 o'clock coming up. Y'all know it's about time for the internet interruptions. Everybody home. These people love to be on the TV watching shows and movies, so yeah, we might have to bypass this for a minute. Let's see. Might be this song. Yeah, let's try this one. It could have been the song. I'm not sure. Let's get this one up, guys. Y'all already know any of them from the boy is good.
No beef. No beef. No beef. No beef.
Facts, bro. You already know.
Swear we gon' die every day. They say Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. We been here, lived here, open borders, got deported, fought for rights. Kidnapped, bitch slapped, blacked out, covered up, washed white, drugged up, slugged up, beat bread, left for dead, fuck your life. It's all a plan, kill your man, take your land, slave your kids, rape your wife. Why y'all look so mad if all this shit I say is true? Why y'all look so mad if all this shit happened to you? White man quick to tell you you was a slave, nothing before. That he himself only been free since 1840. Young recording, I'm an ancient Egyptian from Atlantis, head straight for Canada, that's Israel. Nothing fake about me, no capping, rapping, I just fed the ink and I'm digital. No caveman, I'm original. Kentucky fried, extra crispy, wear a lot of gold cause my family history. I'm the guy to know, I bring death to history. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Power, only respect power. What's been said can't be said no louder. Stand for something, or you die a coward. They bombed our churches, set our kids on fire. Police keep erasing cause they backed up by the nation. Nation ain't complaining cause the Indians still hanging. Comanche, Sioux, Apache, ain't no history in blackness. No reason for that chatting if you bitch up when it's action. AR on my body, tell the bro to grab the shot. He loading up that new edition, finna hit him with this bobby. I can't shoot the shit, but 30 shouldn't miss. 54 races, 104 is click. Anytime in prison, they don't want the shit. They don't want the problems, snitches get the stick. Talking all that hatred, end up running like a bitch. Quick to call the laws, quick to play the bitch. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came.
Fire, 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 fire. Y'all feeling that? What's up, family? What's up, family? We got a
No, the
brother,
black men are not victims.
our big brother.
That black
Dang, calm down, sis. Somebody live popped up on my home screen. Okay, guys, so y'all know that we are about to get into this info. I actually have spirit brother on the line with us. He is about to come in with some information he said he felt would be a great add-on to some of the things I'm going to be going over, guys. So we are going to get into the information. I'll even get some elaborations as we go through, and we'll kind of start from there. Thanks for coming up, brother. I can actually let you start a little bit because I already know where I'm going, so I can kind of hear what's on your mind. And welcome to the platform. I really appreciate you and your insight, brother. What's going on with you? Uh-oh, you in a bad spot, bro? I can't hear you. You might be muted. All
Mic
right, guys.
check, mic check.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, brother, thanks for joining me. We talking about this hair. I'm gonna be talking about a couple of other things. And you wanted to add on to this topic go ahead. I'll let you talk about that before we elaborate. Or did you want me to go ahead and get into it, and then you want to deliver that at the end of this stuff I'm going to be talking about? Because I know what your subject is. So
Yeah. I'd rather do mine at the end.
okay, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. All right, guys. What we're going to be talking about, obviously, is this nine ether hair, that life structure that is actually something that connects to your neurons and actually helps to give life to the this because when you're you code I'm gonna make this second when you're having extensive amounts of sex, guys. Some of you guys are sitting here talking about, oh man, I'm kind of going bald and I don't know what's going on. It's just something that run in my family. This. Now I'm gonna get into that because believe it or not, your sexual activity may be playing a large part in that, guys, and it has to do with the things that are going on with the Olympic system. So we're gonna get into that as well. When it comes to the hair in itself, let me start with talking about the nine ether in itself, the coils. The coil in itself that actually gives the defiance of what we call to the gravity. It actually it's light in its nature because it's actually extended with the electromagnetism that we have. You know how people have the electric static, like if you touch someone, sometimes you get a shock, things of that nature. That's the electromagnetism that's in our hair consistently. Our hair is the antenna to the sky. Our hair is the air, the H air, hollow air, the air that actually gives us more connection to spiritual growth. If you guys know about the Samson and Delilah story, there's a lot more to that. Giving you inclinations as to the weakness with losing the hair. There was more to that story than just her, making him weak. There's two parts to that. Another part is that once he lost his hair, that created the weakness. It was part of a spiritual thing from when you're looking at that aspect. But that story actually is just talking about the importance of the hair. This is how I look at it. I'm giving my own personal opinion on this, guys. When it's talking about that hair, because when you lose your hair, there's actually the sensation that you get in your hair because it picks up information, it picks up frequency, it picks up light, it picks up energy, and it actually extends down your hair and goes through the follicles, and then you're able to actually connect with that particular energy through those antennas, which is the nine ether hair, believe it or not. So this is an antenna to your consciousness. It defies space, matter, and time. So with that, keeping in mind that it is a part of the air and everything that you are pulling in and breathing in to give you certain sufficient energy when it comes to your life and things of that nature. I'm gonna get into what happens to the brain mass with the gentleman. I'm gonna do a hair topic when I'm showing some things that you could use with the hair and strengthening it and things of that nature. We'll be getting into that. This is more of a focus on a person understanding or understanding how certain things can actually affect you when it comes to this. I wanted this to be more on the topic of how to take care of your hair and being more spiritually awakened and aware. And these things I'm hoping will open your mind up to things so you'll be more aware of how you're actually expressing yourself with people, sharing of yourself with people, because these things can actually either hold you back or elevate you. I've talked a little bit about certain energies when you're having sexual orgasms with a person, how there's actually a religion where they hold that for an extensive amount of time so that they're reaching that heightened energy within them. So this has a lot to do with certain things that are around there, because what happens to the brain when a man ejaculates is there's a certain chemical that's released when it comes to the dopamine that's in the brain, right? So when it releases, it affects the limbic system. So this is what happens when you're having excessive amounts of sex, man. This is a medical fact. You can look this stuff up, guys. I'm not going to just be talking about this, but this is very important. Um, what happens is it's kind of like a shorted out battery or cord. You know how you have a cord or something, like you put it in the wall and it just like the socket will just explode, or it'll start to fray, and then next thing you know it's kind of like burnt through, and then it's like, okay, it's done now. There's a trauma to that area because it's gotten so much of a current shock to a particular area, so it's cut or it's made a break. So then it'll start to short through, and then that power cord is no longer any good. That's the same thing that kind of happens because the dopamine actually releases that this particular energy, which is a heat. It's a volt. It's a volt of energy that is affected in your mind. So it's kind of like how can I say? The battery charge on a car. You know how if you have to get a charge or to charge your car if the battery dies, those little the red and the black things that you put on. I'm sorry, I don't know these names, guys, but y'all know what I'm talking about. the red and the black power and the positive and the negative thing that you have to put on the battery, right? So when you're putting it on there and it gets that shock, sometimes if you've seen it, it has like that little white acid stuff build up or certain things that are going on or what have you. That's a buildup of certain minerals. So what happens with a man, you're actually building up that energy, and when you're building up that energy and it starts to escape, it's giving a charge to the brain. So the dopamine inside of the brain actually starts to give that hot charge, and this is why some of the follicles in the hair follicles will actually kind of burn out. It's like that short in that cord. Um, the best thing I could tell you is to look up on this if you're having some problems with your balding in your hair, guys. This is definitely something that's going on, and I do have something to help you guys with that. We'll get into that later. I don't want to make this about selling anything, but to be honest, I do. um, so when you're doing this right, what happens? The heart is opening up when two people are connected, right, in like a loving position when it comes to having sex, right? And they're together. There's a certain energy that organ energy that I talk about all the time that's being built up. And what happens is you guys are transmitting that. You know how people talk about the Taurus field and things of that nature. That energy is actually transmitted between the two people. So you can either take that energy and do a couple of different things. There's multiple different things that can happen during this time. Knowing how to harness that particular energy or deal with it is the best way to know which way you're going to use it. This is a transference of energy of emotional trauma. Like a lot of times people are going through things. You know how if you're upset or you and your mate might be going through something and then you guys have sex and it's like that relief. That is actually the energy that is being transmitted to release that emotional trauma that you're going through. So when a person has sex, that energy is actually absorbed and is released through the orgasm. So this is why it's people getting upset and then they have sex together and it's like, oh, we make this that makeup sex. It's actually you're releasing certain dopamines in the brain, and these things are actually giving you that certain energy because there are different ways that you can transpire that, as I said. It can also, believe it or not, unlock certain information to your DNA codes. You know how I talk about the light code, the energy codes that are inside of you? When you're experiencing certain sexual tension, that energy that is released, it actually can open up DNA light codes. And it can align you with your higher self. So if you're having problems with reaching your higher self, if you have a person that's spiritually connected with you and you guys practice this together, this is one way of actually elevating your spiritual connection. Did you want to speak on any of that I just said, brother, or you want to just hold out time finish completely? Because I'd like for you to elaborate if anything, if you have anything to say, I rather.
Well, I can't elaborate, but I probably should just wait until you're done, and I basically just add to what you're saying because it seems like you're
Okay.
staying on. It seems like you're staying on one topic.
Okay, perfect, brother. And then yeah, we can just elaborate on other things later. I appreciate that. I just don't want to act like I'm ignoring you. So if you had something to say, thank you. So with that, guys, so instead of being drained, right, you'll start to. Some people, if you notice, they'll have like that glow. They'll have a sexual glow after. It's like they're just feeling themselves, basically feeling replenished and onto like a spiritual, a physical, or a mental level that can bring a certain elevation when it comes to that, because that energy is really a strong, powerful energy, right? There's something that it's called like a little death, and it's a brief loss of weakness in consciousness, and that is our life energy that's happening during that time. So it's like a slight draining during that orgasmic energy. It's sort of like a sleep that you may go through. Sometimes when you're done, you'll just pass out. Some people like, whoo. You just sleep. You don't even want to get up and go to the bathroom, get in the shower, do nothing. It's like you don't got no energy for nothing. If you've had that experience, that is what you've experienced at that time. That is that little death, as they call it. It's a brief loss of your consciousness, actually. If you've ever been elevated to a state of a sexual orgasm that actually had you to a space where you felt you were about to like pass out, almost losing your breath, these are the same energies at that particular time. It's like the battery is being shorted out within you. That energy is actually being taken. I'm gonna do something on sperm another day to really go into detail. We've talked about it before as far as like the energy in it, certain things of that nature. It actually does have a charge, a voltage. There is an electric charge of about 16 to 20 volts when it comes to the sperm being discharged, and this decreases, I guess, the capsation when you get to like that hilt when it's like really about to go, you about to go. That's like a 16 or 17 volts at that time. So this at this time there's an exposure um, to certain things, and certain fluids are released, and when these fluids are released, this is when you get that full voltage of energy, and then you just explode. Basically. So when it comes to that, studies show that sexual arousal and masturbation, including inducing like certain organic testosterone, is being increased in a certain concentration around that particular orgasm. They can reduce certain things and connecting an average person to that converted DHT, which helps to elevate mentally, bring a little bit of stability to the mind, kind of like a peacefulness, things of that nature. And this kind of happens at the moment of ejaculation too, and it gets kind of higher depending on the quality of the testosterone that a person has. It can actually, increase that the DHT, and that is dihydrotestosterone, which is like a steroid that is a part of that voltage in the man's sperm. So you can get higher levels of this, and androgens can actually shrink the hair follicles. So when you're getting that those voltages, so let me explain that a little more, because just in case that's not clear, when you're having extensive amounts of sex, men, and you're having lots of orgasms, right? And you're, when you're burning those follicles out, when that happens a lot, those follicles are actually shortened in a cycle, and it's harder for them to actually be able to get the energy back to make it full where it can grow profusely like it should. When you're not shorting out those follicles, right? When you do shorten out those follicles, what it does, it makes the hair grow in through the follicles very thin. It's very brittle. It's very weak, and this is what allows it to break. This is why it's weakened, and it doesn't have the strength in those follicles, because now it's been broken down to a certain chemical, nature, because it's lost the electronic frequency that's normally within those cells, and the voltages have actually shortened out some of those cells. So I'm going to leave that part right there for now, brother, so you can get into your area. Unless you want to elaborate a little bit on that, we can definitely go in more on any of it. I just wanted to go over that part, make it quick, to the point, and kind of go from there. I know
Okay,
you might have an
bet.
echo, so I'll mute.
Right, right. Hey, peace to the chat, y'all. Hope y'all having a good night, good day, and hope y'all family as well. Peace and honor to all your ancestors. And let me just go ahead and get right into it. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting to do this. You know me, I'm always macking and relaxing. Right now I'm cruising and cooling, shining and reclining. But what sister was talking about was serious, and I want to specify a couple things. All right, so let's get into it. Number one, she said if you guys are having too much sex, it can be damaging. But I want to specify that if you're ejaculating too much, it can be damaging. Not so much of having sex, because you can have intercourse and still hold your seed, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with you having a whole lot of sex or whatever. I don't believe so. As long as you're doing it safely and you trust who you're doing it with, and you already know what's up, et cetera, et cetera. But it is best to definitely hold your seed for many different reasons. This is very popular on the social media streets. It's called semen retention, right? Now I'm gonna start where she started at, right? Excuse me, y'all, if I be stuttering and I be coming off the way I do, but bear with me, but try to keep up, right? Just get the message. Don't shoot the messenger, right? So your hair absorbs a lot of stuff, just like your skin. Your hair absorbs the chemtrails, Your hair absorbs the astrazine that's coming out your shower. Your hair absorbs uh, a lot of things just like your skin. And when it absorbs these things, it can be damaging to you. For instance, women, when they wear weaves and they tie in fake hair into them, they can actually mess up their pH level. You know what I'm saying? And this is real talk. And for men, I don't know about the study of toupees or whatever, but you know, it what it is. Let me get on to this, man. Listen, ejaculating is different than having an orgasm. That's facts. Most men do not have orgasms. Matter of fact, women have orgasms more than men, but only 25% of those orgasms come from penile, penis, what's it called? Penetration. So majority of the time when men are using a tool, they are not accomplishing, or they're not helping her get an orgasm, right? So when she gets so-called wet, or when he ejaculates, those are not specifically orgasms, right? And men sometimes what they would do is they would masturbate, which is sex, by the way, because when she said, y'all gotta stop having too much sex, I wasn't going to try to rebuttal that because she's right. If you masturbation is sex, right? So if you masturbating too much and on top of that you're ejaculating, you're damaging your spirit and your soul in many different ways. I could go into that way deeply, but and then you don't want to edge either. Edging is basically you jerking off till you about the nut and you don't nut. Now, when she talked about you having sex and you keeping your energy in and somehow shooting it back up your spine to manifest your goals or whatever, that's a practice inside Qigong. I forgot what it's called, but it can be achieved if you hold the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth and just before you about to bust, you have use the same muscle. I forgot what the muscle's called. Not the pelvic muscle. I think it's called a PC muscle. The same muscle that you know how you take a piss and you can stop it at any point. If you use that muscle just before you about the nut and you hold it, right? You can take a breath and use the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth and shoot the sperm back up your spine and give yourself an extra boost of energy, right? Qigong is basically the study of spirit, manipulation, and power control. Anyway, busting too much is not good for you, right? Period. It's not good for you. Semen retention is very good for you, right? There's a guy named Montauk Chia. He says that um, if your age is from 10, no, I would say 20 to 30, you should only bust every 4 days. If you're 30 to 40, you should only bust once every 2 weeks. And if you're 40 and up, you should only be busting once every week. No, once every 3 weeks. And if you're 50 and up, you should only bust once a month. Now, y'all can verify what I'm saying if y'all need sources by typing in Montauk Chia semen retention. And you will see a video. And if sis want to pull it up, but I don't want to get her strike, you can see that how he breaks that down, right? Now, here's what replaces the energy that you need when you bust. Pumpkin seed sprouts, right? That helps. Seaweed, right? And also, since you lost the drive to have sex, because once you bust, you don't want to have it. It's called post nut clarity. You get more clarity after you bust. You make decisions way better. And since women are having more sex nowadays than men, and there's more women in the world than there's men, and stats show that men born after the 1989 are having 50% less sex more than anybody and more than any other generation before them. Uh, you got to understand that uh, man, women are always having post nut clarity, basically, since they're having more sex. They have more sexual options. They got more DMs. They got more people coming up to them for sex because there's a scarcity for sex in men right now. Men want it so bad, and women are not giving it to so-called average men or any man that they don't feel attracted to, and they are being able to choose. And men don't have these options, right? They don't have these options at all, right? The men that do have the options, women can see. The men that don't have these options, these men are invisible to women. Uh, Eat aphrodisiacs to get your sexual arousal back up, right? Oysters, banana, chocolate, right? What else? Just look up a list on Google, aphrodisiacs, and this is basically your sex pills without you taking them crazy old rhinos and whatever, right? Go ahead,
Yes,
sis. You
and
want to
you
say
know what's
something?
a real good one? A lot of men, yeah, a lot of guys don't know. Another real good one, guys, is watermelon rind. If you take the watermelon rind and boil it and make a tea out of it, yeah, that'll help you. That'll help you if you need some
Right,
help, guys. Just a hint, hint.
right. Shark oil, watermelon rind, and any red foods. Red foods circulate the blood, right? Pasta, stuff like that. If you get the blood flowing, the gets it flowing, goes back to your joint. Same thing for women, though. Aphrodisiacs work on women too. Now, also, like let's say you saved up some so-called semen, or some energy, some soul, some spirit, because that's basically what it is. It's your essence, your life essence. What you want to do is you want to be able to drive this power up and down your spine so you can so-called awaken your quote unquote kundalini. I don't believe in none of this stuff as far as kundalini and chakras, but I'm very well taught in all of this stuff. Very well educated in all of this. All right.
Okay.
So listen, a stretch that you can do once you save up your spirit, your semen, you can do a handstand, or you can put your legs up in the air while uh, using your hands as a leverage, basically going upside down. And you can hold that stance for a little while. It's a video called Masters of Earth. Masters of Earth is a genius. He shows people this stretch, and this stretch right here would basically send the spirit from your pelvic area down to your head area where your sperm came from in the first place. Because your sperm comes from your head. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? Then it drips down your spine, and then it envelops in the testicles, the testicle area, the testes and all that stuff, and it makes sperm. The sperm is the nectar of a man. The sperm is the nectar. The nectar of anything is the most special of all things, like the nectar of a flower, the nectar of fruit. The nectar is more valuable than anything else, right? So the most valuable thing from a man is his sperm, and that's what separates. That's the difference between him and a woman. Now, women have sperm too, but they don't have it in amounts like us, and they don't, they can't produce it as much like us. Because there is an operation that women could get if they're lesbian that costs about $80,000, where they can actually have babies with each other by taking the sperm out of one woman and put it into another and then have a baby. All right. Now, uh, yeah. So when it comes to semen retention, if you hold it for long enough, you can manifest things way quicker. You will actually usher in the quote unquote angels in your life way better. Women can actually read and see your energy and testosterone, because your testosterone increases when you save your semen. Now, what takes our semen the most, of course, is porn. And porn is $1 billion industry. And since most men don't get sex at all, and that's a fact, they always go to porn. And they do their thing with their fantasies and get it out like that. But these women, you're damaging your brain from having more sex with women, because that woman, she can't see you. You can't interact with her, right? And on top of that, you're playing with yourself, right? And you're looking at something, you're looking at another man smash another woman, so you're being low key cuckolded, right? Um, right? You don't want to be a cuckold. You want to be the one doing the thing. You shouldn't watch anybody else doing something. All right, sister. Am I long winded, man, or should I keep going? Like,
You
'Cause I
good? You good, brother? I'm just muting because of that echo.
okay.
Unless it's okay now. If it's not an echo, is it okay now?
Let me see.
Sound
Check, check, check.
sound pretty good.
Oh no, it's still there. It's still there.
Okay, good. Okay, I'll mute up. No, you good? Go ahead, brother. I'll jump in.
All right. So, a lot of celebrities and a lot of famous people during their life practice so-called semen retention, right? A lot of boxers actually practice this before they fight. When I was in sports back in the day, a lot of my teammates was like, "Yo, don't bust before you. Don't have no sex. Don't jerk off. Don't do nothing before the game or that week of the game. Like, chill out," because they knew about it. Nikola Tesla, he practiced semen retention. I think Isaac Newton practiced semen retention too. Oh, what was it? George Washington Carver, one of the black men that created that invented something very special. And I'm sorry, y'all, if I can't remember offhand. And trust me, do not throw this information away because I'm not lying to y'all. Uh, there was some man that actually, cut his balls off, so he won't be able to have no kids or whatever. He won't be able to nut or whatever. He neutered himself. That's what's called neutered, right? But he became super smart because it's a big distraction for men. Men always want to smash, and that's biology though. Like I said before. And so if you want to increase your testosterone after you lost all your seed, you can also stare in the mirror and do a power pose. Extend your arms out, right? Look in the mirror. Do that for about uh, 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you want a big boost. If you want to increase your voice box, which will heighten up because you be busting so much, you can stare up. Look all the way up and stretch your vocal cords and say real deep tones so you can actually strengthen your voice box, right? Well, I come from in Jersey. A lot of people born after generational X, space millennials, we have high voices because we drunk a lot of Kool-Aid and the atrazine in there kills your testosterone and kills your voice box. Dr. Tyrone Hayes is the one that discovered atrazine, and atrazine was found inside all sink water and all faucet water to turn male frogs into women frogs and basically turn a lot of male species into women species, whether physically or internally. And we've been consuming this atrazine through the faucet water for many years. And so a lot of men's voice boxes are messed up, right? But I just told you, guys stretch it up and say deep words. Uh, what else increases the testosterone? You know what? Listen, I feel like I'm long winded. I'm about to leave the mic because I have way more stuff to share, and I can't wait to share it.
Yes, yes, brother. I appreciate you. Yes, yes. While he taking a break real quick, let his mouth rest because this brother know he likes to go in and he has some good information. I'm hoping y'all appreciating everything that he is sharing with us and taking time to come bring to us. In addition to bringing me additional information, it's so appreciated. I'm going to talk real quickly while he's taking a quick break on certain acts. I'll say that. When it comes to women, I'm going to speak to the women, and it comes to oral sex, ladies. I'm going to say that I do not think that you should be participating or partake in that, right? It's like allowing a person to snatch the soul out of you is kind of how I feel or look at that particular thing, right? And to be honest, men, there's something with the woman when a man is partaking in that and drinking of that particular fluid, right? It can make them nuts. It can make them literally crazy. They can actually be addicted and some don't know how to act. So we have to be very, very, very careful, ladies, when it comes to that. I know some people get thrilled about these certain things, when it comes to like oral sex and stuff like this. Like, oh, is oral sex is such a thrill, this, and that. Listen, you have to think spiritually about these things because a lot of times people can get tapped into your spirit very easily by this particular act. Okay, so it's just something you have to be careful. I don't want to talk a lot about it to sound vulgar
Mm.
or anything of that nature, but I really want you to pay attention to this because it is something that can be detrimental. I believe. I
Can I
believe
can I build on
also
that?
when yeah, go right ahead, brother. I be tapping on things that come to mind. I just want to make sure I mention. So if you want to elaborate, definitely go right on, babe.
Okay, was you finished though?
Yeah, I was giving you a second to break because it's a lot of stuff I'm thinking
Okay.
about, trying to remember what I want to talk about, and when you took a break, I just remembered to throw that in, and I'm
All
just
right.
thinking about things that I
I
know are important, and yeah, go right ahead, babe.
I
Let me
got
interrupt.
right. So that fluid that she mentioned is actually called copalin. And back in the day, the rulers of this earth, kings and emperors, they had a whole bunch of concubines to collect this copalin, right? So women emit three different fluids, right? They emit that wet fluid, the regular wet fluid that we all know about. They emit, they squirt, and then they have this thick fluid, this white thick fluid. That white thick fluid is called copalin, right? Now, when men ingest copalin, they eat it, it can give them powerful manifestation powers, and it can unlock a lot of different things inside their mind. Like, they actually become on a whole nother level. But like she said, it can also induce something called mind control on the man, right? So, back in the day, the emperors and kings, they used to lie to everybody and tell them to sleep a certain way. I think sleep towards the northwest. Meanwhile, if you slept towards the South Pole, you'll be much stronger and better and smarter. So the kings would sleep a certain way, the right way, and tell the whole kingdom to sleep a certain way, just so he could maintain power. Right? This is one of the secrets back in the day. Right? If you're asking for sources, listen, man. I'm not screen sharing. I reneged the other day on saying I will come here and I will screen share, but I'm driving again, and it is what it is, right? You know. So,
Sleeping on
okay,
that
so
right side actually gives a little more comfort, or I don't know if you guys noticed that. If you can, when you lay down tonight, try it. When you're on your right side, you're more relieved for some reason. When you're on your left side, it's a little more tension on your body. So I'm wondering if that's what you're talking about. They had them laying on the
no,
left side. No,
no,
okay.
no, no. Oh, I'm okay. So your hold on. Your left side has your heart on it, right? So your right side is more healthy to sleep on it because you're not putting pressure on your heart. But what I was talking about was the position of your bed and the position that you're facing towards either the North Pole or the South Pole. If you position your bed or your mind, your head towards, I believe, is the South Pole, is way more healing. It's like it got way more benefits to it. Is that more clarity, um, Sister Soul?
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's what I was saying, sweet. When you're laying on the right, you have a more restful sleep because you're balanced out for some reason. And then on that left side, like you said, I think that puts the pressure more so on your heart when you're laying on the left side for some reason. I don't know why, but I've noticed that
No,
myself.
okay, hold on. So when you have pressure, hold on. So when you have pressure on your heart, it's not good for you. Which is your heart is on your left side, and your right side, your heart is not there. But what I was trying to say, I'm gonna say it one more time. Hopefully, okay. So let's say you have a house, right? And your bed is positioned towards your wall. If you have a compass, your compass has north, east, south, west, right? The north should point to the North Pole, and the south should point to the South Pole, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or yeah, I should be right. So if you position your whole bed, not your body, your whole bed in a way where it's positioned to the South Pole, and you can have your head facing the South Pole, has nothing to do with the right side or left side. I'm talking about the position of your body facing the South Pole or the North Pole, right? Because like I was trying to say before, the kings would sleep facing, I believe it's the South Pole, and they had everybody else sleeping facing the North Pole. Not it has nothing to do with the left side or the right side. I'm talking about the position of your body, your head, uh, going
Mm.
towards the South Pole or the North Pole. You understand?
Yes, yes, I heard. I get it now, bro. What you're saying, you're not talking about positioning of your body. It's actually the positioning in which way you're facing that North Pole is what you're saying had the effect.
Yes,
Definitely, definitely. I hear you.
exactly.
I hear you, bro.
All right, so let's talk about relationships real quick, right? All right, so in relationships, if you look at the word relationship, it has the word ship in it, which means that it can travel. So it's going somewhere.
Yes.
And and if you don't have a so-called relationship that's going somewhere, then it's not healthy. Now, the first relationship you develop is between yourself, right? Before you marry anybody, got to marry yourself. Before you have a crush on anybody, got to crush on yourself. Before you love anybody, you got to love yourself, right? You got to be feeling yourself. Before you mess with anybody, got to mess with yourself. Before you dig anybody, before you sweat anybody, like anybody, you got to do that towards yourself, right? And so you got to imagine spaceships when you talk about relationships. And, you see one spaceship dock into another spaceship. Now, usually the big spaceship would be the man, or in the more smaller spaceship be the woman, and she would dock into his spaceship, and they would be going somewhere, a part of his plan. But let me not make it so to the point where people take it the wrong way. Just put it like two ships conjoining with each other, and now they going somewhere, right? Now, your body. Hold on, before I go into your body, uh, when you driving inside driving school, and you see the two wheels or whatever on both sides, only one wheel is activated at the time, not both. If both was activated, the people will crash. What are you saying? What are you saying, brother Spirit? I'm saying somebody has to be the leader majority of the time. And I suggest that be the man. He shouldn't have to be allowed to lead. He should just be leading, period. If you like this person, you should have enough respect to just let this man lead. And if you feel like you can't say nothing and all that stuff, you don't need to be with nobody. You can speak up, but if that person expressed to you what they like and what they don't like, and you express them what you like, what you don't like in the beginning, y'all should be able to work things out from there. When you're driving a plane, there's a co-pilot and there's a pilot, right? Now, when the pilot gets tired, yeah, the co-pilot takes over, right? And and just like the driving school thing, but we don't have cars normally to have two driving. Anyway, y'all get the analogy. All right, I don't have to really keep going over that one. So our bodies are vessels, and just like ships, I believe a ship can be called a vessel too.
Like a
But just so you
musical
know,
note, huh, bro? Look, I was gonna say like a musical note, right? When we think about it, when it comes to relationship, even breaking down that word, I was telling them before I did. We were talking about the relationships, and when breaking the word down, right? What it brought to my mind is the significance of it. So in relationship, it's time, like you were saying, two ships docking, right? So when we think about re, and lay, that's re, la. You know how you think about the musical note do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. That's the re, la. They're different notes, right, on the scale. The re is the second note, and the la is the what is the sixth? It's the sixth note of a major scale. Keep that the major scale of frequency of a musical note, right? So when we think about that being the notes, those two notes combining, we're thinking about a relationship. It's combining of those two notes that would bring a melody. You can hear a sound or a note, and that's just the note you hear. If you hear more than one note or one sound, then you're bringing it into a melody, right? Which makes things conspire together. So thinking about that, that's forming the shun. Shun brings the formation of nouns and making things go into provision of action, the type of action that it has, or conditioning, what is it, a completion, so on and so forth. So that suffix actually brings things together. So we look at relation or relation. That would be the conjoining of two musical notes into bringing in a vibrato or a vibration or a frequency that blends together to make a perfect musical note. I just wanted to add that. Go ahead, brother. I'm gonna mute back up.
right, sister. That's a good addition because our bodies our intestines and our our stomachs are like bagpipes, and our vocal cords produce a specific sound. So we are instruments, and a woman may meet a man may meet a woman, and it's like the instruments come together. And when you think about a relay, like track, when
Yes.
you run in track, you handing the pole off to another person. But at that point in time, they are together by they're connected together with something, And during track is the pole, but in relationships inside dating and who your boyfriend, girlfriend, your husband, and wife, it should be something very special that can join y'all together, just like the pole where y'all passing the baton and the track. Now, your body is a vessel, right? A vessel can be like a ship, and I know a lot of people don't believe in the Bible, but the Bible talks about God being inside your body. You may believe in ancestors, you may believe in Buddha or Allah, you may believe in something else, whatever, Papa Legbo, whatever. But there is something deeper inside you that can be used for its highest efficiency. Now, when you work out and when you eat right, you transform your body like a car, like it'd be a Toyota, and you could transform that thing into a Bugatti. Now, who do you want? If do you want your God or your ancestors, whatever you believe in, inside your body, be driving a Toyota or driving a Bugatti, right? If God is inside you, you should want to bring him out to his fullest efficiency and fullest power, right? And the only way you're gonna do that is to work out and eat right. And you definitely want to do that too, because everything's a reflection of what's inside of you, and you attract who you are inside. That's why a lot of y'all be getting inside toxic relationships, because y'all not right inside. Y'all ain't do the work, and y'all gotta understand that uh, dating and all this stuff it has a lot of competition. It is very competitive. Everything in this universe competes, right? The trees and the nature compete for sunlight, right? There's a woodpecker in Africa that hangs upside down and flaps his wings after he's done building a beautiful nest. And whoever has the best nest and flaps the best gets the woman, right? Um, the deers, the antlers, they beef with each other in front of the women to see who can mate. There's a lot of mating rituals, and our mating rituals, right? We we desire the woman desire a very masculine man that loves to do what he loves to do, which carries a lot of energy. He's confident in himself, he's assured of himself, and he loves what he's doing in life. That's very attractive to women. And if he has the physique, that's the cherry on top. Because women go to strip clubs to pay men with nice bodies. And men overlook that fact all the time. They don't think about that. But women think about that. They say, because they glorify it so much in our culture. Now, I'm going everywhere right now, but I'm gonna get back to it, y'all. I promise. Women's job is to cultivate the culture passed down from the man, right? Now, there's some things that women create that could be cultivated too, but for the most part, if we have a community, the women are the first teachers of those kids from the culture that the man passes down to them. Now, unfortunately, our so-called culture, for the most part, as far as the media go and everything like that, is very ratchet, very hood, very toxic, is savage, is pimping, hoeing, eating bad foods, twerking, screaming, is Pookies, Ray Rays, and Shanae's and Sharondas. Well, Sharonda, not that much of a ghetto name, but Takesha. Y'all get my point. And for the most part, average dudes are choosing Sharonda and Shanae, and average girls are choosing Pookie and Ray Ray to mate with. Now, I'm not demonizing Pookie and Ray Ray or Shanae and Rhonda. Everybody's getting it nowadays. You feel me? But if you fix yourself first from within inside, right? You fix your vessel, you can go to more healthier places and attract healthier people, right? And if you be competitive in that way, you can get what you want. And for a man, he wants a very feminine woman, very submissive, very cooperative, very open ear, you know, very down, ride or die, fit. He don't want him. He doesn't want her to be taller, and he doesn't want her to weigh more. Now, guys would never tell women this stuff because they trying to have sex. They don't keep it real with women. Most guys do not keep it real with women because they always trying to have sex. So what I'm saying right now,
Hmm.
go ahead.
I was
What I'm
gonna
saying
say,
right now, go ahead.
real quick on what you were saying a minute ago. I wanted to touch on that. When it comes to, being ready to get into a relationship, right? A lot of times people are rushed because they feel a need to be in some type of society pool where if I don't have a man or if I don't have a woman, maybe I'm not sufficient. If I maybe you're not. Maybe you need that to enhance your life, to bring you to higher places or to grow. Some people do need a helpmate to help them get to certain areas that they have not reached yet, and they don't know how to possibly get there. But it does not mean that you have to have a person in your life in order to fulfill these things. If you're able to get there yourself, that's fine. We have to make sure that we know how to be satisfied and happy with ourselves, being able to know yourselves and clear up things within yourselves. Like the brother said, you're going to gravitate to those things that you don't even want within yourself. If you don't know the things within yourself that you need to clear up or battle or get rid of, then you're going to have those consistent battles in your relationship. I know I'm a very sensitive person. I know a lot of people aren't sensitive. So when it comes to relationships, I have to make sure that I don't take things so to heart. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times you can take things so personally. I have a problem with that. And I do that in general. I notice things. I pick up on things. I pick up on everything. I'm a reader. I'm an empath. I feel everything. I see everything, even when I don't want to. So that can cause me a problem in my relationship because it makes me, I'm bringing up things I maybe shouldn't have brought up right now or this, and that. um, you know, but a lot of times people can't take honesty in relationships. If you're in a relationship and the person can't take your honesty, then this is not where you need to be. You have to be able to be honest with a person. They have to be receptive of you and receive you the way that you are, not want you to make certain changes, things of that nature. If you're meeting somebody they want you to make changes, then you're not the person for them. They didn't meet you for the right reasons. They're not with you for the right reasons because they're with you for another reason. And now the other things they don't like about you, they want to get rid of. But they have to accept you for the person that you are. That's why it's very important to be sound in the person you are within yourself, knowing what you want, knowing what you're looking for, knowing what you expect of a person, and making that clear up front. When you're honest with a person and you're being very clear with everything that you need and everything that you want, you're not going to have these issues in your relationship. When you go into relationships, a lot of times people are so scared of a person finding out about the things within them, they go into hiding. In a relationship, it's like a hide and seek game. They're in a relationship, but you're not really giving the real you. You have to give the real you. You have to be your true self from the beginning. Because when a person starts with you at the beginning, this is what they're accepting of. This is what they are drawn to. This is what they like. This is what they love. So now they can stay in that same committed feeling because this is what they were attracted to in the first place. When you go into a relationship being falsified, pretending, acting one way, oh, I'm going to act like this, I'm going to be like this, and I'm going to make sure that I'm looking this way, and I got to put on all these piles of war makeup to get out here and battle in the streets for this man. And, it just be amazing to me. If you cannot accept yourself the way that you are and bring yourself to the table as the person that's within you, that person is not going to accept you. And if they do accept you, they're accepting someone else. They're accepting the falsity of you. So now you can never be yourself in this relationship. Why would you want to go into a relationship where you have not started on a foundation of truth, yourself, and being what it should be? Because if you start there, nothing can change in that relationship. Nothing can break it apart because this person knows everything going in, and you're going to continuously learn each other. Sometimes people are like, "Uh-oh, I'm in this relationship for a year." They start seeing one or two things wrong with a person. Wait a minute, that's still that person. You got to accept that as well. People are going to be them, and sometimes it takes a situation for a certain thing to come out in the person. That doesn't mean they necessarily change. You just have to accept that, work through it, and keep it moving. Don't always give up on the relationship so easy. If you give up on it very easily, you'll never stand strong in it. Go ahead, brother. I just wanted to put that in on what you were saying.
Right, right. Okay, sister. Right, right. Um, before you get into a relationship, you got to know what your person wants and desires. Because you get with somebody and they like cake and they like this and they like that or they like this, whether it's healthy, whatever the case may be, they like a certain thing, they're gravitating to a certain thing, they're aroused by certain things. You should know or try to find out what they like so you can supply that. Because if you're not going to supply that, somebody else will. If you're not going to give them French toast in the morning the way they like it, somebody else going to do that, right? So it's good to know what your partner wants and likes. And I believe a part of love is sacrificing for that, right? I'm about to take this real left real quick, but I'm gonna bring it full circle. So, here we go with the Bible again. It says God is love, right? So if God is love, then what is people practicing between each other at the end of the day, right? Because the word love means death inside French, and y'all may think that's a Caucasian language or whatever, but every language comes from America. And the love is a behavior. It's a sacrificial behavior at that. And you should want to sacrifice for your partner, but at the same time, don't degrade yourself so much that your partner ends up leaving you, or treating you wrong, or quote unquote cheating on you. And I believe people cheat on each other differently. I also don't believe in soulmates because once somebody die, right, and you might get with somebody else, that debunks soulmates right then and there. For men, we call it one-itis, where you stuck on one person and they doing you dirty the whole time. They cheating, they doing all this stuff, but you stuck on them. You keep thinking there's hope. You keep thinking there's something that's gonna repair the relationship, but no. And no. Like God, the Bible also talks about if you want to understand God and God is love, look at nature, look at the animals and everything like that, right? Now, most of nature is green, right? The grass. And grass, the color green, connects straight to the quote unquote heart chakra. Your heart chakra can be healed by forgiving yourself and forgiving others. Once you forgive the trauma in your life and the pain that you went through, and you forgive others, you can heal your heart chakra so you can receive the green everywhere, receive the love that you're getting, and you can learn how to be healthy, reciprocate that with people that you meet. See what I'm saying? Now, when it comes, I hope y'all got that because I'm about to move on. When it comes to sex, sex is like a plug going into an outlet. And like Sister said earlier, with the voltage and the sperm and everything like that, uh, we are electricity human. Like we have electrical components to us already. Like there's electricity in us. That's why sometimes we get shocked and stuff. And that's why Dr. Sebi said eat a alkaline diet, right? So we could be electrically charged. It's something called an electrical diet, right? And so a man being the plug, he wants to put his electricity into that girl outlet, and she will feel way more things than that man feel. The man think he feeling stuff. No, that girl, she has a way higher estrogen level than he does, right? And men, even though we stay on go ready for it, we stay on go ready for it. Women are like teapots. Women have to be warmed up to go. Yeah, sometimes they got it going on, but for the most part, you can't just run up in there and it be all dry and stuff. Excuse my vulgarness, but like I said, they like a teapot. You got to warm up that water first. You got to warm it up. You got to get it aroused and stuff first before you go up in there. That's why they like so-called foreplay, because once you do these type of things, it's easier to achieve an orgasm rather than just going straight to it or getting yours off. Both of y'all might not have no orgasm. You know, uh, I don't think women should shame men out of sex. Like, oh, you always want to have sex. You all about sex. You ain't sex, 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 sex. Why you? Women do not live inside men's shoes. Our shoes, majority of us, we have a lot of guys, a lot of cousins stuff. They're not having sex. They always talk about girls and hoes and sex and stuff because they're not getting it. So when a girl shame a dude out of sex, it's because she's offered that all the time. It's like having a TV in your house. You not or a video game system or something like that. Like if you have it all the time, you're not gonna value it the same. And girls, they kind of value their vagina over sex, and they rather want to earn the penis and be rewarded after for things than just get it. They don't want to just be offered it. They want to do that, respect his body and respect his penis, right? Because if you respect it, she know who she dealing with. If a nigga just want to smash or he giving up money, she gonna look at him as a whole ass nigga. All right, I'm cursing too much. She gonna look at him as a trick, or he's not a high value man. He's a low value man, right? Um.
That's
So
right, brother. Say that.
so what happens is, excuse me, y'all. We have walls up, right? We set up boundaries and stuff. And a woman putting a wall up is different than a man putting a wall up. As a matter of fact, men and women have different agendas when it comes to relationships and stuff like that. We were taught that relationships are supposed to be for marriage, get the white picket fence, get a house, get some kids, raise them together, grow old together, and die together. But in all actuality, there's fine print to all of that. A man wants something out of a woman, and a woman wants something out of a man at the end of the day, right? And I could go into that, but I'm gonna just leave that right there because I don't want to start nothing.
No, let's go into that. Let's go into that real quick. I'll touch on it. I agree with that last part you said, and it's very important, I think, for women to have something substantial to offer when you're going into a relationship. A lot of times it's about the man being the head, and this, and that, which I agree. I definitely agree with the man being the head and handling things. But when it comes to the relationship, ladies, what do you have to offer when you're wanting a great relationship? When you're saying, "Oh, I want this great guy, and I want this Prince Charming, or I want this and I want that." What are you bringing to the table, ladies? We have to make sure that we are bringing something to the table. It's not always about a physical component, but it may be what you can offer: stability, um, uh, a sound mind, a person that knows how to budget and take care of the household, a person that knows how to hold her man's back because he just needs that support sometimes that he hasn't had. It all depends on what that mate needs. That's why it's important to talk about what you expect, these expectations in the relationship, because what you may think is important in a relationship, the next person may not. Or what you may not think is important, they may think is important. So when you guys clear these things up and from the beginning, then you'll have you'll know exactly what it is you're looking for. You won't expect too much from them. They won't expect too much from you. And when you're coming to the table, it's not all about, okay, what you gonna do for me? What do you have? Or how is this gonna benefit me? Or how am I gonna come up? Or what I'm saying? It's about we. When you're going into a relationship, it's never a I, it's a we, and that means us. So when we're coming together, we have to see what do I have to benefit? Oh, if I don't have nothing to offer right now, I don't think I'm ready for a relationship. If I'm having some issues that I'm dealing with personally, excuse me, and I have to get myself in order, then I don't think I'm ready for a relationship. If I
Right,
have
right.
some issues with with my financial, and I know that if I come into a relationship everything is going to be a burden on this person, I don't think I'm ready for that relationship either. You have to think about all these things when going into a relationship. Just because you're a great person, you're a good person, or this and that doesn't mean you have everything to offer a person that will help them to be stable. You have to be building with someone. When you're coming to build something, right, we all have to bring some tools to the table, ladies. We can't come and expect him to start building the household and shit. You don't got a brick, you don't got a piece of mortar, you don't have a tool, you don't got a sledgehammer, you don't got nothing, but you like sitting on the side looking cute, like, go on, boo, build it. Nah, it's not gonna work, baby. It's not gonna work, ladies. We gotta make sure we got something. Now, if he's ready to build that, cause some of them, man, they ready like, babe, I got this. Sit to the side. I just want you to look cute. That's fine too. But you make sure you got that water for him. You make sure as soon as he starts to sweat, you come over there with your towel. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're bringing your part,
Yes.
ladies. I ain't gonna dig too much in there. You can hit it if you want to, bro. I just want to touch on that.
Yeah, both people should be ready before they meet anybody. That man should have his empire ready for his queen or whatever you want to call her to enter and do her job. And she should be ready to do her job. He should be ready to do his job. He should already have done his job so she can come in there and rest in her femininity. The man wants to rest in his masculinity and do his job, and the woman wants to rest in her femininity. And look, when we see each other, right? And before I go into that, we got to respect each other's agendas. Men, if you want sex, go up to a girl, talk inside her left ear, and tell her. Listen, I would like to exchange orgasms with you. It's called Mode One. Look it up by Alan Roger Curry. If she say no, she say no. Good. Now you know who don't want to have sex with you or not. But keep it buck in the first 5 minutes with them meeting somebody. Now for women, some of them want resources. They want to finesse dudes. Just like dudes want quick sex, girls want to finesse dude. They want money. They want resources. They want something from a dude. So, if you get a girl and tell her from the jump that you want sex, she can't get no resources from you. But if a girl want resources from a dude, and she used his romantic traditional morals and his kindness and stuff and his tricking. He want to spend money, he want to be weak, he think he gonna get some sex for money. If she used the possibility of sex and leverage it over his head like dangling a carrot over a horse, she's gonna easily extract resources from that man. Also, if you look up on Google concealed ovulation or concealed estrus, this is a biological scientific fact that occurs inside women that they hide their arousal from men that they are not dated, right? That they are not dated. Most women hide their arousal, right? That's called concealed ovulation. Women are one of the six species that do this. It's like other six animals where that do this stuff. They hide, uh, you know. Okay, so let me finish this because my microphone's about to die. So I gotta go over this stuff real quick. All right, so when it comes to women being chastity, like withholding their sex, right? Listen, a lock that can be opened by many keys is not a good lock, but a key that can open up many locks is a damn good key. What are you saying, brother Spirit? There's a lot of so-called beautiful women that can actually throw on some makeup and look real beautiful. Some of them are born to develop nice curves and stuff. So it's easy to find a physically attractive woman, and it's hard to find a high value man that respects himself and knows his high value and respects himself. Unlike Will Smith. Will Smith is a high value man, but he does not respect himself, right? Yeah, they had an open relationship that was discussed, right? And yeah, they established that they was both swinging and stuff, but you don't go public with that stuff and then look like a fool and disrespect your manhood. Oh, let me move on, man. I gotta hear it because my once my mic dies, all over, right? Uh, Now listen, you as a so-called average man or guy or whatever, you don't want to be the guy that gets your resources extracted, unless that's your wife and y'all gonna be together forever, and she's actually respecting your resources. You feel me? And you don't want to join a relationship or whatever that only feeds her, and then by the time if you got no money, you got no house, you got nothing, she going. Now she want the next man that got it all. You don't want to be that guy. You want to respect yourself. And women, you want to respect yourself too. If you know this guy, right? See, listen, and I'm not coming at the women, but for those women that are dependent on the system, one thing the system can't provide, and that's some good DICK from so-called Pookie and Ray Ray, right? No homo, right? No homo. Uh, Most women want that. They need that, right? And we have this assumption that these guys that are kind of like terrorists will protect you quicker than the so-called average guy, and that is as far as from the truth as you will see. But him being taller, him being this, him that, most he would seem like he could do that before the other guy would. But you got to know your man. All right, hold on, man. Listen, if you an average dude, right? Listen, most women would rather die than be with you. They'd rather be a side chick to a so-called Pookie or Ray Ray Tyshawn Chad or something like that, or a high value man before they get with you, because you don't respect yourself. You have not loved yourself. You have not married yourself. You have not um did the work. You have to have the aura that you would kill somebody or beat somebody ass. Not saying the woman. I'm not promoting domestic abuse. I'm just saying you should join a karate class or some type of fighting thing to get this aura in you, this belief, this confidence in you that you will beat somebody ass. That aura is attractive to women. They respect the savage just as much they respect the pretty boy, but they want the savage because the savage seems like a protector. And girls want protection, provision, and they want they want guidance and they want to be provided for, right? Uh Now for most men and most women, listen, y'all, it's a dirty game being played right now out there. Very dirty game being played out there in the world, right? I suggest you be the example and be the good example. Girls don't pump and dump. Guys, listen, Future, a lot of celebrities, a lot of guys, celebrities, they're able to have multiple sex partners because they work to get that far. They're very rare, right? Very rare. And I'm not saying it's a good thing, but they had to work to do that. Women, they can smash many as dudes they want to at any point in time. So we look at sex much differently. Damn, man, I feel like I'm going off the rails. Let
No,
me
you
end it
not. No,
here.
you not. You good, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, you spitting. You spitting. You already know. Just trying to cover all areas, and you definitely did so, bro. I thank you for
Yeah.
joining me and bringing that information because man, it was flowing. I'm gonna
Let me
drop the
say one more.
chat in
Let me say one more
case y'all
thing.
wanna. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
I said yesterday, if you stare into a woman's eyes, if you stare into a woman's eyes for more than 10 minutes, if y'all stare into each other's eyes for more than 10 minutes, you'll be conjoined forever, right? Y'all souls be bonded forever. If you hug a person for longer than 20 seconds, y'all will establish great chemistry. Also, when dating, dates, first time dates or whatever, is terrible for relationships. If you want to get to know somebody, meet somebody or whatever, don't go to no damn um Papa Do's, some damn Red Lobster, whatever. Eat them cheese biscuits. Spend all your money up as a dude. And a lot of girls they don't go on dates with the intention to have sex with you. You going on dates to have sex with her, but y'all supposed to be trying to get to know each other, right? But y'all agendas have already been initiated once y'all enter that Red Lobster. Take her ass to the park. Feed the ducks with her. Do something that's natural. Do something that's not superficial. Y'all want to eat? You want to take on a date? Take her ass to the park, get a picnic, get a table, be real creative with some shit you want to eat. Or invite her to the crib. Or ask your boy to go to his crib or something. You got a mansion, son. Play it smooth, man. Right? Do things as smooth as you could. And women, look, I know it's a dirty game out there in the system. A lot of people don't want to get married because the laws is so ugly towards marriage, right? We always promoting what's the things called prenups and stuff. We always promoting alimony and stuff. So everybody's scared to kind of get married to the government. But marriage is healthy to raise kids, right? And if anybody respect themselves, they would want to get with somebody that loves them just as much as they love themselves, if not more. But I'm sorry to say, brothers, nobody not gonna love you like your mom do, and that's facts. If she was a good mom, so for men, you got to take your fucking emotions off the table. You can't approach life emotional as a man, but you do have to learn how to deal with kids and women and their emotions. And how do you do that, brother Spirit? How you take your emotions off the table? Oh, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all my biggest turn off right now, right? I can't stand putting women in check. The moment I put a woman in check and she get aroused and she want to date me, I get turned off, right? But I've learned that I have to take my emotions off the table. That anger, that turn off is an emotion. It's like, yo, I'm breaking up with you. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to see you no more. Forget you. If she didn't do all of that, like something too crazy, and I could just forgive her or whatever, because she knows she want to have sex. She's about to give me everything. And she's about to do things. And another thing, sex is a two-way street. You giving up sex is no more different than him giving up, uh, his pipe or whatever. The only difference is you could be left with a baby, so you're much more careful about who you sleep with. But women, come on, y'all. I know what y'all be doing. Y'all be bouncing on that toilet and y'all be waiting for that stuff to come out. So y'all be going raw. Plus, they got 40 different birth control methods. I know what's going on in the game. I'm not stupid, right? Oh, shoot. All right, so, um, man, you know what, man? I don't even know what to say from here. Listen, women, if y'all have problems with men, you feel like they don't let you talk. And men, if you got problems like me, putting women in check, like when you do it and you feel like you don't want to stick around her, you have to detach from your emotions and look at things from a post nut clarity or logical situation right then and there. Now, the girl, she's fueled by her emotions. So it's going to be hard for her. But men, you have to uh, basically snap out of it. How do you snap out of it? I guess you can eat right. That's one. And two, get with a woman that has a father in life, that had a father in life, that knows how to respect men. Get with a woman that with the church or with somewhere like she's very traditional. Try to find the most traditional woman you can find. Because if you find somebody that's into this cultivated culture, that's being cultivated very toxically, you're gonna be in trouble. All right, y'all. I gotta stop, man. That's it. Because my mic about to die, and I guess I'll come back a little bit later.
All right, bro. I appreciate you. You already know. I'm gonna tap a little bit into what you were saying as far as like the consideration of a person. I think that guys, we got to make sure we remember to know how a person is treating us too. You can't just go on what a person says and like when they're talking about how they feel. Something the brother said. I just thought about this. When you're in a relationship, a lot of times a person has to show you that consideration, show you that love, show you the energy and everything that they have for you, right? You have to remember that actions speak louder than words. We hear that all the time, right? When we think about our actions and the things that go on when it comes to our actions, right? The way we're treating a person, the way that we show them we care about them, right? We don't just say it. We check on them when things are going on. Say they have stuff going on with them, and they may have been having a bad day at work or whatever the case may be. This is in all relation. We talk about relationship. This isn't just a man and a woman. This with your kids, so-called friends, your co-workers. All depending on the level of the relationship is how you deal with it. But you have to use these same tactics a lot of times, right? When it comes to relationships with different friends or people you get to know or you consider friends or what have you, you still have to be careful what you're expecting from a person or what you should expect from them. If you know the person isn't caring for you or giving you the same loving attention that you would give them, then maybe you need to reserve some of your energy. You can't always be expecting something from a person and not willing to give it. I'll say it that way, right? If you're expecting a person to be of a certain nature towards you or react to you as a certain friend or a certain person in a relationship, you have to give that. You have to give what you want. You cannot give negativity or be lacking in a relationship with not giving or being forefront with the person with things. If you're not doing the same thing, you can't expect it from them. Period. When it comes to these relationships, right? Pay attention. Pay attention to how a person treats you. You're gonna know. You can tell by the care in the way that a person talks to you, in the way that they are treating you when you're in a relationship, right? The way that they notice things. You shouldn't have to say things. Lady, I'm gonna give you a hint, right? If there's some things going on with you, right? Your mate should notice this thing. You shouldn't have to come and tell them, oh, babe, I need this, or this is going on, or I need that, or whatever the case may be, whether you're living with the person, you're not living with the person, you're a little short on money or whatever the case may be, you're riding around maybe on some little raggedy tires or something, he should note that. Oh, babe, I see you need some tires. Why you ain't get no tires? That's unsafe. Oh, I don't got the money right now, babe. You don't always got to ask, but it's up to that person to offer. I'm like this. You going to show me by your actions. And if a person isn't showing me that they care about me and they're attending to me the way that I feel they should, the way that I would to them, that shows me a lack of concern, a lack of caring, a lack of loving, a lack of anything. If they're not providing for you the things that you need emotionally, You should get the same emotional support that you are giving to a person, right? And that comes in any type of relationship. If you're being loving and caring, you're giving of your time and your care to a person, you should expect that same thing. Don't always let them drain from you or take these things from you because their nature seems to be passive, and you're trying to act a certain way with them, and be coinciding with certain things. You have to make sure that this person is giving you the same attention that you deserve, and you do deserve that. If you're in a relationship, you show me you care about me. You show me you love me. I'm a little spoiled. Maybe that's why I can't deal with nobody right now. I am a little spoiled. Why? Because I spoil everybody. Shit, my kids to tell you, I spoil everybody. I spoil my kids. I spoil my family members. I spoil strangers. When I'm in a relationship, shoot, I spoil my man. Listen, all of the exes I have 4 exes I could literally like call right now on my phone. Still love me to death. Friendship, still, I mean, it's just me. And I've heard from at least 2 of them that I'm the best thing that they ever had, and they screwed up. So, and that's just being real. When people know what they expect and what they like and what they appreciate, sometimes when it's gone, then they'll miss it. That's another thing. You get you something good, you better hold on to it. Everybody doesn't have the same expectations, but when you have something that makes you happy, makes you feel good, you have to stick there. You have to stay there and make sure that you're working through those things that may not always be comfortable for you. But if it's something that you can work through those things. You have to know that when a person is caring for you or showing you a certain type of love and affection by doing the things that make sure to alleviate your heart and give you a little less stress and things of that nature, that you can handle things better with this person there. Make sure you're appreciating them, showing them, and things of that nature. That's very important. You back up, bro? You got a chance to get your phone charged?
My headphone just a little bit.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, while you was off real quick, bro. I was just saying. I don't know if you want to touch on this real
I
quick. I
heard
was
you.
saying.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Oh, go ahead, bro. Touch on that if you want to. Let me take this call real quick.
Well, I do want to emphasize on one thing that I said. You should have your stuff already ready. You should know what she needs, and later you should know what he needs before you meet this person. You should know, right? Have that house, have that car, have that manly thing down pat. Know how to know how to treat and respect people. Uh, some women want status. They don't want nobody. They want a man that other people respect, that other men want to be like, and other women are attracted to, right? Um, like you should know what this person needs before you even get with them, right? And if not, talk to another man about what every man wants, and respect it and give that to that man that you meet. Don't be afraid, man. And men, stop watching Kevin Samuels. Stop watching Fresh and Fit. Stop watching the Manosphere Red Pill community. They losers. They keep lying to everybody, trying to get these girls the L. And I was probably wrong yesterday when I said that all girls are winning. No girls struggling. Yeah, I'm pretty sure some girls struggle. But what I meant to say was girls have more sexual options than men. And therefore, it will always be a man to pick them up in all situations if they want to. If y'all really want to get married, there's a man right there waiting for you, but you don't want him. Dudes, there's girls that want to do it with y'all and that y'all want to wife up, but y'all don't want her. Huh. You have not fixed yourself up enough to attract the people that you want, and so you complain and you go into escapism and you watch people like I don't know who the girls is watching, Kendra, I think it was Tommy. I don't know who y'all watching. I hope it's not reality TV shows. If you get in your love game from reality TV shows, you have failed in dating. Like you are not
You
marriage
about
material.
failed in life. Say it. Sorry to say. Just think of it as your shit over. Just live in the damn TV.
Listen, I'm not gonna down anybody that messes with ratchets, right? Pookie, Ray Ray, Sharana, and Shanae. But y'all gotta understand, Pookie, Ray Ray, Sharana, Shanae, they are not good parents, most of them. But don't go looking for nice guy Keith or nice guy Richard after you made your babies, men and women. Don't go be looking for the good girl to raise your kids, and women don't be going looking for the good guy to raise your kids, and you done messed up with old boy already. You know what I'm saying? Whatever his name is, Shaheen, whatever his name is. No, fix yourself inside, and if you could get back with that man, and he got to fix himself inside so y'all can raise that kid together, because that kid want to see y'all together, and it's not about y'all no more. It's about that kid. Oh, but it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. We already tried that. He's too crazy. She's too crazy. Is she? Is she crazy enough that your kid gonna suffer and be traumatized for y'all breaking up? Huh? Yeah. Look, man. It's dirty outside right now. It's dusty, very dusty outside. Everybody getting dirty out there, and everybody's, eh, for women, they have way more experience in dating than men because they have more options. So y'all women know what's coming when y'all mess with certain men. And some of y'all don't know, even though y'all have the chance to talk to a lot of men. But y'all gotta understand something. A lot of men don't have dating experience, even the good looking ones, because the good looking ones have been shamed out of their good looks, right? The so-called handsome men, they don't know or respect the power of them being handsome. The men with money, they don't know or respect the power that all the money they got, or the status or the value that they bring to the earth. They don't respect it. So you may deal with a lot of these men, and just because he don't respect himself or respect that and be like, nah, I'm just not gonna let her do this. I'm actually gonna take the lead and say, no, we doing it like this. And if she walk away, so what? Man, it was many times I rejected girls. They went crazy for me. They wanted to smash and stuff like that. I just said no because I respect myself, and I respect myself enough uh, to get what I want at the end of the day and what I need, right? But listen, man, it's not about us. It's about these kids. We got to show these kids the healthy way of dating because music is raising us. The frequency from the culture is raising us, and it is a toxic culture. Uh, the frequency, is so bad. We listen to these girl rappers, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, City Girls, what's Mulatto, Miss Mulatto. Well, I call her Miss Mulatto because that was an old name. Now her name is Big Lotto, right? Uh, if you listen to their message, it's telling the women to finesse the
Wait,
hell
wait,
out the
wait.
man.
Hold
But
on, brother. Hold on. I'm sorry. My youngest a couple of years ago used to watch some show rap game, and I remember
right, and Mulatto was
some.
on there. Mulatto was on there.
That's the little girl that you're talking
Yeah,
about
that's
now.
Miss Mulatto. Yeah, her name was
Oh
Miss
my
Mulatto at the
god.
time.
Ooh. But she got the
Yep.
explicit songs or something now, right?
Yeah, she always
And
had
that's the
explicit
same little
songs.
girl.
That's the
Wow.
same little girl, right? And nowadays, little boys, they're saying things like they've never seen a girl do anything better than them. When we turn on the TV now, we see a whole bunch of lady superheroes and Lady James Bond and Lady this, Lady that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing though. It is the masculinity that they're promoting in the women that is subconscious on your brain that is making you more masculine subconsciously if you don't catch it. And it is making the man more feminine. And let me tell you a secret. When a
Say
man's
that part. Say that part again. Damn it, brother.
damn it, I forgot
Say
it. They're gonna
that
have to
shit.
rewind that one.
Rewind that one.
All
It's
right.
the feminine in the men that we're battling a lot. I'll just say it
Yes,
for you. Go
yes.
ahead, brother. That should be
And,
killing me.
right, and it's vice versa. Listen, the masculine hormone, if it sees masculinity, it's gonna want to battle. The feminine hormone, progesterone and estrogen, if it sees feminine energy, it's gonna want to battle. We have to eat right and do what we have to do right so we can get back to our base self so we can connect better with each other. We're not gonna do that if we keep on blame, shame, and explain to each other. You shouldn't be doing that. How do you do that? You're taking it the wrong way. No, you have not fixed yourself within to attract the right people and healthy relationship within. That's why it's not working out. Maybe if you worked out some more, maybe if you ate right some more, maybe if you read some more books to increase your mental or feed your mind healthier music, maybe if you tuned your frequency like a guitar, if you tuned it right, it would make better music. But your ass playing some other shit right now. You playing some dusty ass download trap music that other niggas, when they get rich and get put on, they go back to the hood and shit on everybody. That's all he do. Shit on everybody. We gotta stop lying to each other. Women are losing. Men are losing. You better worry about yourself if you're losing or winning. You want to get this girl an L because she got four babies by four different baby daddies, and she acting ratchet and going crazy, and she just ain't shit, and then she complaining and crying, and now you want to tell, well, you complaining and crying because of this. You mind your damn business. You want to say this man is a loser because he got a low paying job, right? He got a 9 to 5. He ain't got shit. He ain't got his own house. He ain't got his own car. He ain't got shit, and he probably on his way up. But you want to say that's a loser? That's a weak man? You don't know if he loved that job. You don't know if he liked that. You don't know if he felt like he was born to do that shit. Oh, let's say he lazy. Let's say he don't like it. You still shouldn't shame him. We gotta stop shaming people for the wrong things. You should be shaming people for doing evil shit. It ain't evil to work no badass job. It may be lazy and not financially good for you, but it ain't evil. It ain't evil that she had four different baby daddies. That's not evil. She made bad choices. And you know, it's sad to say the kids might suffer as a result of that, but it's not evil of her that that's what happened. We can't keep shaming people for shit that happened because we share this earth with them. That person down the street share the same earth with you, and that energy that they're emitting is traveling straight to your ass because we all share this earth. We all stepping on the same ground. So clean up your house. The first thing you need to do is clean your damn car, clean your room, clean your house, do your dishes. I'm talking about dust off everything, right? Clean it all up. That's the first thing you do. Clean yourself next, inside out. That's a good start. And then start working out if you could. Make it simple, man. Make it simple. But make sure you do it every day. Consistency gonna win. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sister. My bad.
Oh no, no, no! I'm just listening to you on that part. I was gonna say about that cleaning thing, man. You got to be really particular. Some people real particular. Some things people look at and you don't think it's anything because you're just a person. How can I say it? It's not that you're dirty. It's not that you're nasty. It's not that you're slack. What's a good word? Maybe it's that you did not really learn how to clean properly. Maybe it's that you didn't have a parent around that showed you how to intricately take care of cleaning your household, disinfecting it, moving things around, lifting up shit to clean up under it. Some people don't know these things. You'd be surprised. So it may
You know
take that
what?
one Go ahead, bro.
I like what somebody said in the chat. They said bad choices is they said they disagree with me. My phone system. It's just that the echo getting. I got you. I'm gonna get back real quick.
No, go ahead.
All right. So dude said, "Yo, I disagree. A bad choice is okay. So living backwards is evil, right? Live spelled backwards is evil. And I guess if you do make bad choices, it is in a way evil. Let's say you decide to go rob a bank, when your ass could have just worked a job, did it the legal way, or did something else. That would have been a better choice, right? So I see what he's saying right there, but just check the point that I'm making. The point that I was just trying to make is we got to stop shaming people for their feminine and masculine issues that they have because everybody's suffering right now, man. Right? It's a book. I forgot what's called DSC or some shit. It's basically like a health book, and it has like a list of all mental issues, and it says everybody in the world has a mental issue, and basically everybody's suffering. Look, I'm not saying be the nicest, kindest person to the most evilest person. What I'm trying to say is that We gotta be a little bit more empathetic with people's issues because you could go through the same shit that they went through next year. Oh, I'm not gonna have four different baby daddies. I'm not gonna have four different baby mama, so I'm not gonna go through that. But you may feel like them one day. Listen, what you give is what you get. All right, man, I'm done. My dude, you got me. It is what it is, and that's it for me, sister. So I depart and I relinquish the mic.
All right, bro. You already know. I appreciate you. If you want to hop back up, I know you just jumped down and back up because something popped up you want to speak on. You know you're free to come back up if I'm still live. I ain't gonna be on much longer, bro. I definitely want to bring this. I'm gonna talk a little bit more. But if not, I appreciate you. You already know.
Facts, facts, facts. Oh yeah, when women practice abstinence or semen retention, they're able to think more clear and make better choices. And even though they get a lot of magical energy when they have a lot of sex, right? They actually go through a little bit more BS than other girls that actually remain abstinent, right? So I mean, just to throw that out there because we have semen retention for men, but girls always wonder what's the semen retention for women, right? Anyway, all right, man, that's it. All right, sis.
All right, bro. Peace, peace. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna touch a little bit more on that appreciation. So yeah, you got to make sure a person is considerate to you. Consideration is a very great tool, to be able to measure a person's care for you. And when I say consideration, that's small things, like your guy or your lady. This is for either sex, depending on who get home first. Somebody get home first, somebody start the dinner, somebody get somebody water in, somebody have everything set for them, that type of thing. The small things that you don't think mean anything. Oh, I'm tired. I ain't thinking about them. I don't work too. A lot of men will be like, shoot, I'm working hard, not this, and that, da, da, da. They never think about what the woman's doing, even if she's home. You can even come home if you say you have a housewife, right? That's been running around with your children all day, cleaning up behind your kids all day, cooking, some food for you when you got home all day. She was getting things ready in the house, so you ain't have to come home to everything disheveled and looking a hot mess. I mean, you can come home, take your shoes off, eat your little dinner, and run her some water. You know what I'm saying? Rub her feet, when she get out the tub, that type of thing. Showing some consideration, like, babe, I know you've been on your feet all day too, but let me handle you today. The small things. Something that's going on with your mate or they need something, they shouldn't have to ask you. I'm the type that I shouldn't have to ask you anything. I know if I'm asking my mate for something, it's a problem. You better be paying attention. You better know. You should know more than me. If there's something going on, you're not paying attention. I mean, like, come on, babe. What you here for? I don't need that. So yeah, you people need to show you their care. By way of even sometimes a little phone call or hey, babe, I was thinking about you. This, and that, and things of that nature. Small things, can mean a lot to a person. Small gifts. Don't have to be anything extravagant. Something that person like. A gift card to, oh babe, when you go to work today, I bought you this gift card so you can run by such and such, have lunch on me today. Little stuff. I'm just throwing out some things off the top of my head right now, because I'm thinking about it, but there's like a dozen things, all depending on what a person likes, loves, cares about, or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Flowers. I'm a flower person. Everybody know that. So I don't even have to ask for flowers. I always get flowers. But yeah, everybody know I love flowers. So, sending your lady flowers if she's a flower person. If you know a certain thing she likes, order her something that she would normally order for herself because she don't want to treat herself. Surprise her with it. Same thing with your man. He always taking care of the house. He doing stuff all the time. Let's pay a little more attention to them. Let's care about them too. You know what I mean? Maybe when he come home, you got a surprise for him, something that he didn't want to treat himself to because he's been busy spending. Maybe you save up a couple of extra dollars that you have planned to do something for yourself, and maybe take away from your nails. Maybe don't put that weave in this week. Maybe don't get your pedicure this week or something. Go buy your boo something. When he come from work or y'all get ready to go to bed, he got something sitting on the pillow for him, some stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with a little surprise, a little, you don't have to buy a person's affection, but little gifts. And when I say gift, it don't have to be nothing expensive. Shit, it could be something you made, something he gonna like or she likes. It don't matter. But just knowing that you took time for that person, that's gonna mean a lot. That you thought about them, you're thinking about them. Something is coming to your mind that made you feel that this was something that you wanted them to have so you can give them that little light or that little spark? What's up, bro? You want to say something else on what I said or something came to mind real quick?
Yeah, I wanted to read that list off that I read the other night.
Oh, sure. Go
Uh,
right ahead.
of the feminine and masculine traits, right? All right, so here's a list of feminine traits and masculine traits. I'm gonna read the feminine traits first. Now, mind you, as I'm reading these traits, this is for both genders, males and females. But a feminine trait should be practiced by women because they're supposed to be feminine, and a masculine trait is supposed to be practiced by men because they're supposed to be masculine. And even though some of these traits could be interchangeably used, it's just
You did mute, bro, but it got quiet. I don't know what happened.
all right. I got you. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Here I go. Hold on. All right, sis, you can hear me? All right,
Yeah,
good.
you good now.
All right. So let me start from the top. Dependent, emotional, collaborative, vulnerable, nurturing, self-critical. These are the feminine traits. Accepting, empathetic, creative, caring, right? Generous, free-spirited, encouraging, humble, and last but not least, passive, right? Now, growing up, a lot of women have been told that those are weak traits in women, like that's being weak. Now, let's read off the masculine traits, right? Independent, independent, non-emotional, competitive, strong, dominant, self-confident, rebellious, logical, analytical, ambitious, brave, assertive, innovative.
Did you say ownable?
No, I said, hold on. Well, honorable. I said honorable? No, I didn't say honorable.
It's no. It sounded like you said ownable. Just, when you get done, bro, read it again, please. I'm sorry.
All right, I start from the top one more time. Independent, masculine traits, right? These are masculine traits. Independent, non-emotional, competitive, strong, dominant, self-confident, rebellious, logical, analytical, ambitious, brave, assertive, innovative, straightforward, arrogant, aggressive, right? Now, men have been shamed growing up and was taught that this is called toxic masculinity, right? So women have been told that the feminine traits, passive, humble, nurturing, empathetic, dependent, emotional, collaborative, cooperative, all that stuff. They've been taught that that was weak. They've been shamed that that was weak. And men have been shamed that if you're if you're arrogant, aggressive, straightforward, self-confident, strong, like if you're competitive, non-emotional, they have been shamed for these things. So now in 2021, in what, December, we saying to people, stop being so feminine, stop being so masculine. But growing up, they were taught that being feminine was wrong or being masculine was wrong. The women were taught that being feminine was wrong, and the men were taught that being masculine was wrong. And then on TV, we see today a whole bunch of masculine women, a whole bunch of feminine men. But listen, I'm not saying that a woman can't be analytical or ambitious or innovative. And I'm not saying that a man can't be nurturing or creative or caring, right? Or free spirited. Like I said, they can be interchangeable. But for the most part, a woman should have those feminine traits and a man should have those masculine traits. Damn, man, I keep coming back and I just keep coming back. All right, that's it, sis.
Yes, brother. Yes, yes. You all right? You good? You good? You can come back whenever you want. We were still chopping it up. I was just chopping it up. Speaking my mind. Whatever come to my mind, I'm gonna say it. And we're on the topic of things, so I'll just think about things that's coming to my mind and just put it out there. I didn't have anything planned. Pretty much, I just wanted to talk on the topic in itself. With the
Yeah,
hair, the sis wanted to talk about the hair, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I'm definitely gonna do, more in depth on that, and another one on this relationship. I definitely want to talk on one about, dealing with like your children. A lot of times people don't think about the relationship with their children because they just think like, oh, I got my kid. This my child.
right.
But it's a lot that goes with that, especially if you want to have good relationships, long standing, and develop the right types of relationships with your children. You have to nurture them in certain ways. You have to develop certain conversations, just a whole bunch of things. So I definitely want to touch on that. We definitely gonna do a
Yeah.
series on these relationships because it's a whole bunch we can get into, and we
Stop.
gonna cover
Stop touching your hair.
it.
Touching your hair is not healthy. When you get your hair done, it
Say
should
it.
be the only time somebody touch your hair. And if you're gonna wash your hair, wash it up with some I don't know, bottled water or water from a glass or something. Don't use that water from the shower. That stuff is bad for you. Use coconut oil. Buy some Dr. Brahms Castle soap.
Yes.
Dr. Brown's Castle soap is like 100% organic products in there, and that's good for you. When you go use the bathroom, buy a stool, a real small stool, so that it can curve that cord in your stomach, so you can relieve yourself the right way properly. Because a lot of y'all are messed up because y'all so constipated and y'all go in the bathroom the wrong way,
Oh yes,
and
Lord,
and, and,
yes.
and and all the stuff is getting stuck up in there, and you getting diseases and stuff. You don't even know why. Because you need a freaking enema. You need a freaking coffee enema. And you need to buy you a stool. Like I said, it's when you on the toilet, sit on that. When you go to the bathroom, so your stomach don't bend a certain way, so you make you constipated.
Real quick, brother. This
Oh,
if you don't see this bottle, guys, it's all different kinds. I use lavender. I use citrus. There's a peppermint one. Just so you know, if you have very sensitive skin, the peppermint one is a little strong, so be careful with it. This is the rose one. I love the rose one. This is my favorite. I love the citrus one. I use the baby one. The baby one is very mild as well. They're all mild because they're all 100% castle soap. You can use it on
right.
anything.
I got
So
some
make sure
too.
it's this one. Because they have other castle soaps, but it's not Dr. Bronner's. And if it's not Dr.
Right,
Bronner's, it's not the same. Trust me, because I've tried other ones thinking like, oh, look at this one. No, it won't work.
right. And men, watch out for that. Sorry about that, sister.
No, you good. Let me mute again, boo.
And men, watch out for that non-aluminum deodorant. That stuff ain't what you think it is, man. You'll be stinking and sweating like crazy. But for like, listen, man, we have natural hormones, right? And these natural, I mean, pheromones, and these natural pheromones attract the women, right? One of the attractive pheromones is actually women's piss or their sexual fluids that come out of them. If you put that on you, huh, you're gonna attract other women. I'm not saying do that, but you have a natural must to you that's attractive to women, and they can actually measure how much testosterone is on you by smelling that in a subconscious way, okay? Because I know people listening to me, y'all just like, man, what did they could talk about, man? Shut up.
They don't mean go out there and
Okay?
be funky now. Come on now.
Yeah. Don't mean go out there and
Come
be
on,
funky.
bro. Don't get
But
don't get carried away,
listen,
bro.
oh no, of course not. Listen, you can wash up with limes, right? When you wash up with limes, it is
I'll
the
be sick.
spell to reverse all witchcraft curses. So if you feel like someone attacking you, wash up with some limes. Back in the day, they used to wash up with certain fruits. Lime was one of them. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah, rose oil, organic, 100% rose petal rose oil is probably one of the best pheromones a man could buy for himself to attract women. You know what I'm saying? And it'll automatically put a woman in her feminine state. She would be naturally submissive.
Real
That
quick.
pheromone will actually calm her down. But
I sell a spray, the organic rose spray, gentlemen. So if you want to try it and it's not too strong and it's definitely a subtle hint, you can check that out. Just hit your girl up. All right, go ahead, bro.
yep. And if y'all ever chilling, and y'all invite a girl into your car, put the rose oil in the corners of your car, right? Put the if you collect crystals, dang, I should not tell y'all this, but if you do mess with crystals, get the heart crystal, the pink one. What's it called? Rose quartz. I think it's called rose quartz. Put the rose quartz inside each corner of the bedroom or the car, and make sure you got the rose oil too. This will automatically set a real nice mood. It'll set a loving mood or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It'll make it comfortable. The key is to make your partner comfortable. That's the key. And if you want to
Talk
keep them
about
around,
it. I'm sorry, bro.
if you
I
want
got to
to,
cut you off for this part right here. When you're talking about those crystals and stuff, you know that's my thing. Yes, y'all, listen to this. Spit, spit, spit. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna mute back up.
no, you good. If you want to keep a person, I know it's a lot of push and pull that goes on, and being comfortable is not one of them things. A part of pushing and pulling, but making a person comfortable is definitely stress relieving and easy on the mind, and it's good for relationships, man. That whole push and pull crap. All you gotta do is learn how to what was it again? Um, what was it? Uh, Not give too much validation, something like that. I forgot what it's called. Like ah, I lost it. But push and pull is going to keep anybody around. And the most toxic way to keep a person around is to hurt them so bad that only you can heal them. That will actually keep a person around forever. That you hurt them so bad that, that it's like the only person that can heal them is you, or they do that to you. A lot of us that got our hearts broken, we still think about that person that broke our hearts because we feel like only they can heal us. So you gotta watch out for those type of people. But yeah, we know the crown chakra goes
Wait, wait,
to.
wait. Hold on, bro. I
But
got to address this young man in out here. Tribe ties. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Back up, gentlemen. Back up.
I gotta.
Back up.
Should
Back
I
up.
go?
Back up.
Should I go?
Go. You can go. Please go. Please go. Please go.
You want me to go?
No, I thought you meant that you want to go on him. But no, on what he just said, I thought you seen it. Look what he put. He said, if I've been working and you want me to rub your feet, I'ma leave quick. What? What? Really? Just because you've been working, you don't think that your girl might deserve for you to run her a little water and rub her feet? I ain't talking about every day, bro, but damn, you can't like sacrifice yourself humbly for the love that you're laying with each night? I'm confused. I'm gonna leave that right there, but if you're fine with that, I am too. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna mute back up.
Hey man, look. People respect people that earn things from people, right? So if I come home from work and I'm tired as hell, but my girl want me to rub her feet, she want me to cook, she want me to do this, she want me to do that. It's not happening. No, no way. And that tells me that my girl she isn't thoughtful of me. Now if I got energy after come home from work, yeah, I might do that. But if I'm
That's why I
tired,
said, bro,
it,
not an everyday thing. Hear me. You didn't hear. You wasn't up here earlier. I was saying that. Okay, let me put you in the context. I was just talking about how a lot of times you could just show a person, you're thinking or you love them or care about them by certain actions or things you do, giving them little gifts, doing little small things for them out the blue. Yeah, you might have worked today and came home, but you see you done came home, the house clean, the kids straight. You see your girl got some food ready. You can eat your little meal. Run her some water. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Rub her feet.
right, right,
It's nothing wrong with that. I ain't talking about every day, but like, come on, be like, babe,
right.
I got you today. I see what you be doing. Every time I come in, it's smelling good. Every time I come in here, I ain't stepping, my feet ain't dirty and shit. When I go to the bed, the shit clean.
Listen,
Listen, it's clean people and it's dirty people. So when you got you a good girl, these men, y'all niggas don't know how to appreciate, man.
listen,
See, I'ma
listen.
stay
This how you
single.
do it. This
I'ma
how you do it.
stay Go ahead,
Well,
bro.
this how you do it, right? If that person has earned anything, like if that person has did things that made you proud, like they addressed all your needs, right? Your wants. You can reward them from time to time. right? If they doing what you like that they doing, and they keeping you at peace as a man, because the one thing that a man want is peace. If you could give a man peace, that right there is priceless. That's what that's what most men want from women. They want peace. And if you see a man stressing and all that stuff like that, that's a bad sign. That means he ain't got no peace.
Hold on, hold
Eh,
on, hold on, bro. Hold on, hold on. You done hit on a good one. And you know what? I got to touch on it too. Because I see this a lot. Ladies, ladies, ladies. I got to say this, right? He hit on something so heavy. And it's sad. I've talked to a couple girlfriends, right, that have this issue, right? They want to be just like, I want to say this delicately in case somebody hears it and they don't know I'm talking about them. Okay, listen, let me say this. A couple of people I know, y'all, whoever they might hear this, y'all know it's a couple of y'all that think that it's okay to like really go off on your dude or whatever, like really flip off on him, really like stressing him, screaming, yelling this and that because he did this, he did that. I don't give a dang if he did do something. Let me say this: he gonna mess up. Everybody mess up. Nobody gonna be perfect in any type of relationship. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what's going on. Welcome, sis. Welcome, welcome. I
Hello,
don't care what's
hello.
going on. Hello, boo. I don't care what's going on. I don't care, what it may be. Everybody's gonna make a mistake. So it's not good to be bitching in the man ear every time you turn around. He did this. He did. Oh, babe, you did this. Oh, babe, you did that. Oh, babe, you did. You gonna run him out the door. No man wants to sit around and hear that bickering and arguing and you
right.
yelling about this, you talking about that. You got a problem with every damn thing they doing. I mean, even if you do, ladies. I mean, take a time. There's a time and a place for everything. So if you
Listen,
got an issue, take your list down and maybe get to them a little bit later. When it's a good time, y'all having a good look. Say, babe, you know what? I wanted to bring this to your attention. This is when you get their attention, when they in a good mood, when y'all being loving, when you making them feel good and shit like that. This when you hit them. This when you say, babe, remember the other day when you was such and such, or you said this or you did this, and I ain't like that. And they gonna be like, oh man, babe, I ain't mean to. Cause listen, now they in the loving moon. Don't start bitching and going. I ain't gonna go too much in there. I'm just gonna put that little bug in y'all ear. Y'all go which way y'all want to with it. Go ahead, bro. No, no, what? Let's hear from my sis. She just jumped up here. What's going on, sis? Let me mute because I know I
Nothing.
got an echo. Let me let you go first, and then the brother can get back into it. Thanks for joining us. I know you had some stuff going on. You want to get up here on this hair thing, but we're gonna definitely do another one. I told them we're gonna do
Okay.
another one. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. I kind of feel like I would just want to piggyback off. Yes, women should not nag all the time. I don't like to argue, so I just don't nag. But sometimes I believe men say they want peace, but they don't create the peace. Sometimes you find yourself repeating yourself over and over and over and over your needs, and they still not doing what you're saying, what you need, giving what you need. So if they want peace, they want things from us, but they don't want to return the favor a lot of times. So if you really want peace, you create peace. I create peace in my household. So that's how I feel
all
about
right.
that. Can't ask for
Okay.
something you're not giving. So you
Uh,
have to create your peace.
oh, okay. Now, look, I'm not coming at the two sisters on this panel, but I
No.
read in the source. I read in the source. I think the guy name is Warren Farrell. He's something called a men's right activist, part of the men's right MRAs, right? And he wrote a book called I think When Boys Cry, something like that. And in the book, he described that the biggest leading cause to relationships failing is women listening to other single women about their relationship problems. And I'm not saying that it's wrong to listen to women about relationship advice or whatever. Like, say you a girl, you go to your sister's house and she's single, she ain't got nobody, and you tell her, yo, my man been acting up. I'm not for sure if he love me, if he want to marry. I'm not for sure. Like, I'm not for sure what's going on, but or like, he puts it down real good, but then again, he's so unemotional available, and I'm attracted to that. But like, how can I get him to listen to me more? How can I get him to love me a little bit more the way I want to? And then she give you her advice, and then you notice that your man start getting stressed out, and you're not giving him peace at that point. You have to realize that if you want to get some advice about your relationship, go to your dad, your brother, or somebody that you could trust that's gonna keep it real with you. Don't go to anybody that's selfish. And I'm not calling the sisters on this panel selfish at all. But don't go to somebody that's gonna be selfish, because most girls get along with guys better anyway. They don't even like hanging around girls because girls don't
Say
keep it
that.
because
I
girls are
get it.
very
Mm.
because
Trouble.
girls be selfish a lot, and I'm
Mm.
not coming at the sisters at all, but they be selfish in a way where they trying to look out for their interests because they're survivors, they're survival creatures,
Say that.
and
But you
Yeah,
and
know
you
what's
men
crazy? Hold on,
but
let
you
me
and
have
you
to,
interrupt. I
like I
gotta
said,
say
you have to
something to that.
hold
protect your
on,
peace.
let me finish real quick. Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
And men, you have to get with men that have an agency. Like, you have to get with men that y'all can trust each other and build with each other. Because the sisterhood is always going to be here to infinity. There is no so-called copper color brotherhood. We out for ourselves, we individuals, and we don't got any help, right? So, listen, man, I'm not against sisters giving relationship
That's
advice or
good.
advice to keep their relationship, but but listen, you do listen. If a person is single and they've been single for a minute, and you just don't see them getting with nobody, but they got all the answers in the world. And I'm not saying the sisters on this panel, but you got to really watch out for that information, because if it doesn't make your relationship even better, then then you have to be smart and go from there. All right, I'm done.
I'm single, and I don't really give too much relationship advice. I don't tell people what to do in their relationship. I don't do that kind of stuff because I figure like friends will come to you, they'll express themselves about what they're going through in their relationship, and you can go through all that, giving them the best advice, never tell them to leave their man or none of that stuff, and they still do what they're gonna do anyway. So I kind of stay out
Anyway,
of people relationships, because it's
got it.
draining to me. Period. Because I never tell anybody what to do in their relationship. I'll give you a little advice, give you something to think about. I'm not gonna say, what you should do. Because you're gonna do what you're gonna do anyways. That's how I feel
Say
about
that.
that.
Look, and listen, you know what? What be crazy about that? Prophet, thanks for joining me, Prophet Pre. I don't want to forget my thought. I already forgot what I was going to say when I interrupted him the first time. So let me say this, bro, and then you up next. But when it come to that, sis, you ain't lying. But you know what be
Hmm.
crazy? When you tell this, this is the thing. I'm just like that too. I'm not going to tell you anything about what you should do or advise you because it's not my place. Unless you ask me
Hmm.
professionally now, because that is my job. It's not my
Yeah.
place to tell people, but it's my job when I'm asked professionally. But when it comes to my friends and them, wanting me to say something, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't have nothing to
Mm-mm.
say. If you come asking me, I'll give you my opinion now. If you ask me something
Hmm.
now,
Hmm.
but don't get upset. But what usually happens, they'll come to you and they'll ask about it. Then when you give your advice and it's not what they want, this, and that, now they got an attitude. Why are you asking me then?
Hmm.
That's why you
Hmm.
don't want to get involved in this, and that, even though you
Hmm.
know what you can tell them could help them. But it's like, why am I going to tell you this, sis, when you're not even going to listen?
Amen. That's true.
Go ahead, Prophet. What's
So
going on,
true.
brother? Thanks for joining me. How you doing?
The sister, why you sound so low, man?
I know she does.
I
You
don't know.
sound
Let me
low as
see.
hell, man.
Is this any better? This sound
I don't
better?
know if it's just me. So you gotta ask the
No,
chat
it
or the
sound
people
a
that's
little
tuning
low.
in.
You sound a little low.
I don't know why.
But
Let
your
me
your
check. It's,
voice
I
went
think
like
it's.
You was sounding low this morning
significantly
too.
low since I joined. Am I
It,
am I doing
no, you ain't.
something
It's this.
wrong on my side?
It's this mic. Hold on. Let me see. Is this any better?
Not the same. It's just like maybe it might be my shit though.
No,
Does
You
this
gotta
sound
ask
any
the
not that
chat
better?
though.
sound low, but you
Who's on
sound
the
better now.
panel?
Yeah.
Is this now?
That
Can
sound
y'all hear
better
me a little
now.
better now?
I can't hear you, but I gotta just listen carefully.
Hey, what's wrong with
I
this
can hear you real. I can hear
thing?
you real good.
See, is this better now?
Don't worry about it, sister. Like, it's
Yes, it's
just something on
better.
my side, but I think
No,
it's just
no,
my. I
no.
think it's
Hold
my
on,
end.
hold on, bro. Hold on. Okay, is this any better now?
Yes.
Okay, I would like for it to be better. It's not okay if I'm on here talking and nobody can hear me. That makes no sense. So I want to make sure I'm being heard. But go ahead, say what you have to say, bro.
I mean, like when we talk about like From what I hear, every reaction has a reaction, right?
Yep.
So like I was hearing the bro that was on here earlier, and he was speaking. It's like the woman responds to how you deal with her.
Yes. Say it again.
Like if you're a weak dude, if you're weak as a male, like you're supposed to be masculine as a male. You're supposed to be automatically masculine. In this society today, nah. You have some people being born with spirits inside them
Yeah.
that's not natural.
Hmm.
And when you're born as a man, naturally, you have a masculine energy about you.
Yeah.
And females respect men who
Feeling.
are masculine.
Yes.
So, if you are a person that's born in this world where your personality's all fucked up because of the ways of this world and shit like that, you're gonna expect. You see, electric Lucifer. Lucifer comes through electronics.
Hmm.
So the music you listen to, the food you eat,
Hmm.
the TVs, the radios, all these electronics is there to give you a feminine energy if you're masculine, and vice versa to women who are feminine.
Hmm.
But then you got these feminists that's going against masculine.
Hmm.
And when you go against masculine, you're fucking up the scale balance of this world. So therefore, you have Black Matter, Black Lives Matter, all
Hmm.
this shit that's going on. That's the world we live in today. Is because the scale balance is tilted too much to the negative. So
Yes,
when people are
yes.
complaining and shit like that, that's a feminine feature inside of you. You never complain.
Yes.
Stop complaining.
Yes.
Because I got shot, I've been stabbed, I've been wounded in different occasions and shit in my life, my street life and shit like that. And I never complained. Okay, that
Yes.
was my fault because my mindset. All those things are lessons.
Hmm.
So when you hear these Black Lives Matter and all this shit, just look at it as a fucking lesson.
Yeah.
When you hear, don't want to say the word, but this virus is going around, look at it as a life lesson
Mm-hmm.
and use it for the better. When you finally figure it out,
Hmm.
use it for the better. There's no time for complaining. And
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned,
Say
when
that,
you're a
prophet.
man and you're complaining about this shit
Yes.
that's going on, women are going to look at you automatically as weak.
You better say it.
No time for complaining. Figure shit out.
Hmm.
Learn how to make a fire.
Mm.
learn,
Okay, get
learn
strong,
how
get
to
strong.
hunt.
You
Yeah.
better say it.
Learn
Yeah.
how to use a rifle and a fucking revolver. And a lot of revolvers are taken out of society, so they got a lot of automatic handguns. So that's why you got a lot of these dudes. They're so feminine, but they're quick to take a life.
Hmm. So true.
You know where I'm coming from?
Hmm.
Exactly, bro. You
Get
right.
it? Yeah. That's why I say you have to create your peace. As a man, you want peace. Listen to your woman. You know, don't just if she's complaining to you for a reason. So you don't just blow her off and then when she's nagging, because she's not getting what she needs from you. So if you want peace, create it.
That's right.
That's what I was trying to tell him. You know, you can't just think that you're gonna do what you're gonna do in a relationship and she's not gonna react the way you treating her. So that's what I was trying to say to him. I don't think he was getting it.
Right.
Because it's like you're making it all about the man and then the woman's left on E. She's empty. She has nothing else to give because nothing's being poured into her.
Yeah, think about this thing, sister. So think about this. Like the
Hmm.
woman gives birth to the man to be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you a queen. and you give birth to a male to lead the pack.
Mm.
Yeah.
But the ways of the system got to him mentally,
Mm-hmm.
and mentally turns into spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
So the ways of the system got to him mentally and spiritually. Now he's feminine. He's not what you birthed him to be.
Right.
You
He's
have to be like, I don't like it either. Like a lot of people would say this against me, but when you talk about the alpha and beta term, that is real life. That's real. That's what's going on. A lot of these males are being born beta. And even if it's not born beta, within these few months of your birth or a couple years, like
yeah.
1, 2, you turn into a fucking feminine,
Mm-hmm.
a feminist.
Yes.
That's what happens. I'm seeing it all the time. I see this my whole life. And when you're a feminist, or you turn out you have that feminine mind state, you're those motherfuckers that's killing. You're those motherfuckers that's quick to shoot. You're those motherfuckers that don't know how to talk to people.
That's right.
You're those motherfuckers
Yeah.
that's against races. This is the same. I see this all the time. And they'll hate my guts when I finally talk about this type of shit. You know what I mean? I seen this shit, man. It's like it's the same thing that's going on, man.
Yes.
It's like a race between feminine and it's like a masculine and feminine energy, the yin yang. And I'm pretty sure it's just so. You spoke about this many times before in the past.
Yes, baby. Yes.
That feminine and masculine energy, the yin yang, the black and the
Yes, bro.
white,
You know,
the checkered.
oh, it be no, no, be pissing me off, bro. You already know I had man. I ain't got to get into it. You already know, just too much. It's like, come on, y'all. Can y'all just learn the balance, just a little bit,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's a balance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a balance, but the problem is that the balance is too tilted to the negative side.
Yeah.
The balance of feminine and masculinity is not even like balanced. It's too tilted. That's what's going on. In my opinion, I think it's more tilted to the feminist. The feminists run this world, in my opinion. Even though you got masculinity behind the scenes, but the feminists, when it comes to the populace, the sheeple, the cattle that they call us, I think it's the feminists that's
Yeah.
running everything, from what
But
I
the
see.
but the people that call themselves feminists are more masculine than most men.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see
There we go. You
what's
just said it,
feminine
sis.
about them. Because a lot of them
say
look
that.
very butchy. They
You
look
just said
Yes,
it right
they
there.
very butchy. So
and
um
then they say that says who is that? Somebody said that to me, like talking about you're a feminist. I'm like, listen, now you insult me. I'm about to
nothing.
slap you. You doing
Okay.
way too
Okay.
much. There ain't nothing about me, boo boo. Trust and believe
I know,
that.
right? Come
The hell
on.
you saying? So that's really insulting for a person to be referring to a woman as that's like saying, oh, you're acting like you're gay.
Oh
Or something.
wow.
To me, that's the way it feels because, like you say, it puts me in that nature that the
Like you're a
feminist is
man
like,
hater.
I don't need no man. I don't want no man. Screw the man. I got this. All this stupid shit.
Like you're a man hater.
Yes, a man haters. Just like yes, it's
Yeah.
exactly that,
'Cause
and
they
it's
are man they are
annoying.
men. Yeah. They hate masculine men. So that's a big
Yep.
difference. So
But you see
They,
that, right?
hmm
Y'all can see that
mhm.
in society, in today's society. They taking out like dudes that's very strong,
yes.
especially like black. I don't even want to use the term black, like
hmm
fucking a colored person that's
hmm
very strong.
hmm
They're taking you out of here. Like I don't even think I will last. Like that's how bad it is in my
Yeah.
world.
Mhm.
Like we breathe the same air, we walk
Mhm.
in the same grounds,
Mhm.
but I don't think we live in the same reality for a lot of people
That's
because like I feel like people like me is not existent. Like there's a lot of other dudes I could talk for that's even way more stronger than me, and they're
Right.
gone. They're out of here. They're out of here. They don't exist. And then the ones that do exist, they hide themselves like pretending. You see a lot of alphas in these true community cliques and shit like that. A lot of people that's in a true community or conscious community or whatever you fuck you want to call it.
mhm.
A lot of them are feminine.
Mhm.
And guess what? The leader is feminine.
Yeah.
But the
Yes.
leader is automatically supposed to be labeled an alpha, right? Because you're the leader.
They
So,
hate.
so
They
the
hate.
followers that
Right,
look at
right,
this
right, right,
dude,
right.
Mhm.
like I'm seeing it everywhere I go. I'm seeing it everywhere I go. I've been living my life. I ain't gonna lie to you. A piece of those beta characteristics came into me
Mm-hmm.
because I'm trying to survive for the better of the upbringings, the people that's coming after. If it's not them, it's the senior citizens. I'm either with the people that's on their way out or the people that's just coming into this world. The people that's in the middle, you can go fuck yourself. I'm just for the senior citizens that's gonna die soon, or the kids that's just being born right now.
Mm.
Because it's too late for the people in the middle. It's too
Yeah.
late. Just like higher class, lower class, when it comes to financial
Mm.
situations, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's like the way I see this shit, bro. They're taking out people that can speak up for themselves. They're taking out people that's too strong
Yeah.
mentally and spiritually,
Yes.
not
Yep.
physically.
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of strong people physically still existing. I'm talking
Yeah.
about mentally and spiritually.
That's
They
right.
won't back down. They'll never
They
back down.
don't want you, especially if you're a colored person.
Mhm.
I'm not talking about blacks now. That's a different debate because I'm gonna
Mhm.
go live and talk about that shit. I'm talking about
Right.
coppered race and black people. You can go. It's gonna also go into the Hebrew shit. It's gonna go into all that shit. The Pan Africans, all Kemetic. It's gonna go into all that. But I'm talking about those motherfuckers, the coppered race motherfuckers. You're just black in this society. They label you black.
Mm-hmm.
They do like they want you out of here if you're a strong black person, especially if you look like that physically.
Mhm.
They want you out of here.
That's why I tell everybody about the marking yourself white. That's like something you can do. Like
Yeah.
anything
They
they have. Oh,
can.
what? Put white, white, white,
I'm
white, white,
white.
white, white. They better not say shit to you.
They can. If I can, if you can identify as a male, and you can, if you are male and you can identify as a woman, I should be able to identify as white.
Let's say that. Shit, if I want to say I was a damn dog or a tree, I could do that too.
Yeah.
So let it be up to me
Exactly.
to say that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, I can definitely, yeah. Let straighten it out. Let them know I am a pure being, pure, clean, and white as damn snow. Tell me any damn.
Yeah.
Who gonna tell
Exactly.
me? Who gonna say I'm lying? I
They
dare you.
can. Yeah. They
I dare
can.
you. Shit, play with me.
Mm. But it's hard to find masculinity, though. I can tell you that.
Hmm.
You mean true
Masculinity.
masculinity.
Yeah, it's very tough.
I'm talking about true masculinity. You'll find
That's right.
masculinity,
They
but it's like that
whine.
masculinity that's disguising the feminine nature behind them.
They whine. They
That's right.
can't.
You talk about true masculinity.
Yeah.
I remember before that shit was shunned upon.
Oh yeah.
People didn't want to hear people like everywhere I went, like with my clique and shit like that, clubs and shit like that, or going late night clubs and shit like that.
Hmm.
Everywhere we went, we were too masculine. They
Yeah.
didn't like us. In this today's society
It's worse now.
that I'm seeing, it's like 10 times
10
worse.
times worse.
Bro, like I'm seeing it everywhere I go. I'm like, yo, what am I doing here still? I'm
Mhm.
still wondering what the fuck I'm living for. Like, what am I here? Even women don't even respect a man that's masculine nowadays.
I do.
Yeah, there's women out there that do, but like for the majority, when it comes to the scale spectrum,
Yeah.
a lot of women don't respect those motherfuckers. They're too hardcore.
Because they
They're
never
brainwashed.
really, yeah, they never really, sometimes like I grew up with masculine men. So in my family, my dad and everything, I never hear them complain about anything, or blame anybody for anything. So, but a lot of women never experienced that. So when they're around it, they think, oh, they're abusive or they're assholes or no, like stuff like that. So they
Hmm.
never experienced it or have been around it. So they don't understand it. I understand it. And I'm pretty sure sister understand it. But a lot of women haven't, especially our women. They don't get to see it that often. And they're in their family or in their household.
Right.
When we say our woman now, there's a difference between the Western world of
Mm-hmm.
North America
Mm-hmm.
compared to the Southern, or
Mm-hmm.
you don't come from now. It's a different story depending on the guidelines when it comes to borders
Mm-hmm.
or even just culture in itself.
Yeah.
The different cultures of black, there's
Mm-hmm.
different cultures of white, right? So you see, it's all these little things that's fucking people up. They're making more segregation by doing this event that we're currently living in right now. I don't want to mention the name for the sake
Yeah.
of Sister Soul's stream right here. You get where I'm coming from? They're
Yes.
doing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
as a form of segregation also. The vaccinated from the unvaccinated. Like there's
Uh,
different things. Like, you know
yeah.
what I mean? You can
Yeah.
see it.
Right.
Like they give the
What about
vaccinated shirts. They get T-shirts that I'm vaccinated.
Lord? They so proud.
Huh?
I said so proud, huh?
You broke up. I couldn't hear you.
I was saying they're so proud to be
Yeah, they
saying
give them T-shirts now. If you go to if you sometimes you go to wherever you go get the shot at, they give them a free T-shirt.
wow.
Almost like when you go vote, they get a sticker say I voted. You get a T-shirt that says I'm vaccinated or something.
Mm.
Like you're a little animal or something. I thought animals were vaccinated. I know you're vaccinated.
Oh, ain't that beautiful? That's so wonderful them for them to be so kind, huh? That shit crazy.
I said that is
They
crazy.
said now, how we say it's no such thing as disease and how like I say that it's in your mind basically. The disease is really in the person's mind or whatever. So now
Hmm.
how a person be like a person had the STZ, what is that? What is STD, Lord? Sexually transmitted disease, right?
Yeah.
So they say now it's not a STD, it's a STI, a sexually transmitted infection. There's no such thing as a disease no more.
Hmm.
What? Say that again. That say it's they
It's
said
it's
it's a ST
it's not.
what?
It's a STI instead of a STD.
Yeah, I'm done.
Mm.
Wow. That's crazy.
What happens, right?
Oof.
Ain't that
Oh,
something?
Mm-hmm.
we take away too much of the masculinity, like like real men. We take away a lot of them, like a majority of them. What's gonna happen over time?
Right.
Not only with men that's being born, but even with females that's coming up. What's gonna happen with them? They're automatically going to. This is these things come to play, like this LG, LBCO, whatever movement.
Alphabet gangsters.
You don't come from them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
These different sexual mix that's coming in because of the balance being off target. You're gonna have more of these motherfuckers coming in.
Right. Exactly
So
that.
if you take away too much of the masculine energy,
Mm-hmm.
that natural masculine energy, you're gonna have more faggots or these other fucking
You know what?
genres that's going on. It's just automatically like
John,
that. Over
yeah,
They
time,
say
it's
call
that.
gonna
it
Let's say that.
happen.
they call it fluid. They're fluid. Like you just love who you love. You make
You're just
you want
going
what
with
you
the
want at
wind.
that time or something. Yeah, go with
Yep.
the wind.
Even with females, though, it's gonna happen with females where
Yeah, it's
females are
with
gonna
both.
be
It's
attracted
both
to
of
other females.
them. They say it's sad, but true.
We're not going back to the beginning where once upon a time where women can procreate by themselves without no man. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the time
Yes.
when the human race started. We're not talking about before that time
Mm-hmm.
where a feminine being could procreate on her own without sperm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the time of
My brother.
civilization when men came aboard
Mm-hmm.
and women were bringing men into this world in order to be the protector.
Mm.
Talk about
That's
it,
what I'm
brother. You
talking
talk about
about.
the first. Listen, prophet. Can you hear me? I know my mic
Yeah, yeah, I hear you, sister.
going. You can't. Okay, exactly. I've told people about this so much they just don't believe it, but it's really the fact. Me and Cosmo Kid even did a whole lot talking about all the different stuff. We
Well,
brought it
shouts to
up, giving
Cosmo. You
explanation about.
done know. Shouts to Cosmo.
Shout out to Chicago. You already know the shy. All my
Cosmo
family in the
Kid.
shy. But oh, you said Cosmo. I thought you said Chicago. I'm like, yeah.
You
Shout out
talking
to
about
shy.
Cosmo Kid?
But yeah, Cosmo Kid
Yeah, that's
Young.
what I'm on. I thought you was talking about her. I say shout out to her. Like,
No, I was, bro. I misheard you. I was talking about Cosmo. I said that me and her also did a live talking. You know, I always be saying that, bro. I be talking about the moon and all it and how that affected and da 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 da. I said this talk about this like really the first slave. I mean, you really want to look at they want to talk about the slave shit. When the man came, shit, y'all always meant to be slave. Y'all came here to take care of shit, do shit for us, and take care of everything. To land, do this, everything we want to do. All hard work. What you thought? But go ahead, bro. I just want to say that.
yeah, it's like a thing where like I know that argument already. You know what I mean? Where it's like talking about the woman that was here in the beginning and shit like that. They switched the story up,
That's
but
right.
there wasn't woman in the form of. See, that's a whole different genre we gotta go. You see how much like
Yes,
fucking
yes.
leaps
That's a
that she has
whole
to go
nother
through.
level of entity.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yes. Yes.
Like, cause like I know
Yes.
this shit on
The
another
the
level. It's
real
like,
God, like they talking about the God we got. We talking about true form. Go ahead. I hear you.
yeah. So if I skip that part now, we gotta skip that part. If we
Yeah,
skip
that's too
that
much of
part
a
of women
conversation
being
right now, bro.
here, and I'm talking
Let's try to
about in the
stick to the
form of
basics.
those creatures that they call you got different names for the different times now of those creatures. They call them in today's age Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Is that the name? Neanderthal?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right? And hominin. Hominin was like the age before that. They call them hominins. These were these creatures that look like kind of like a gorilla
Mm.
type shit. And this is not just strictly for black people. This is all races. So get that part straight before you you speak. We're talking about all races of people within this DNA structure of a gorilla, like or what you would call like a something that looks like that. That's who we were. So you talk about reincarnations and medievals and all that shit. That's who you could have been in your past life before even the medieval times. Can you understand that? A lot of people can't, right? They wouldn't because they're too obsessed with themselves, too narcissistic, and like, nah, that's not me. You can't remember on top of that. Or either that, you don't believe in nothing spiritual. You don't believe in nothing that's invisible. You don't believe in the invisible nature. So why am I going to talk to you about this type of shit?
That part.
You know where I'm coming from? Like it's a waste of time talking to these motherfuckers
Oh, I
out
gotta go
here.
make some lunch on, guys. I'll be right back.
Sis, so can you help me to bring me back on track to where I was started from?
I can't remember myself.
Yeah, well, from what I remember, it's like just talk about how the
I know it's talking
society,
about the shot at
I
one
heard you
point.
saying something. Y'all must didn't hear me say. Hold on for a second.
the society is blending. What they're doing right now is blending in the masculinity with the feminist nature.
Yeah.
They're blending that in, and they're blending it in so much to the point that they're depleting, like killing off a real masculine motherfucker that queens give birth to. You give birth to a boy child to be a fucking leader. They're killing them off.
Mm-hmm.
When you have too much femininity, what's gonna happen? You want to live in like nothing ever happened, pretend nothing. Oh, live in this fairy tale land, nothing. That's what you want to live in. You can do that, but it's not gonna be like that. Niggas gonna take over. The system is trying to take over. They're warring against a higher authority. They're warring against a higher creator. And when I say higher, I'm gonna say it out, the most high. The warring against the most highest source
The
that
source
created
of
everything,
everything. That's right.
feminine and masculinity. So that's what they're trying to do. Because if you just have feminine, we need dark for light, right? We need evil in order to know what's right. So what do you think is going to happen when you take out too much of the feminine nature? Or what do you think is going to happen when you take out too much of the masculine nature? Yeah, it's supposed to be a balance. But at the end of the day, the balance was never there in a sense, even though it's supposed to be there depending on how you live. Because just think about it. There's more females in the world than men. You know that, right? You know that there's way more females than men, right?
Yes, that's what's said.
Did you know that?
I heard it before.
That's
Yeah.
what they said, but how do we know that?
Well, I can tell you this just by the only reason I can explain that, and I can't say that to be 100% proof, but to my life existence, I'll tell you, in my life, I've seen way more females than men. Whether it comes to movies, whatever, anything, there's way more females than men in this world. The news, anything I'm talking about. But if you can give me your life experience and let me know, because there's supposed to be like one man per three females. So three females per one man.
I think that's because of
To the
the men that they might only like men. And so I don't think it's more women than men. I think the reason why it's probably three females to one man because it's hard to find a man that's actually straight. That's what I believe.
that's your thing. That's what you think.
Yeah, that's what I believe. Because I
Man,
can't say how many women, how many more women, but I do know that being single, I've been married before, but just being single, a lot of women will knowingly date the same man or whatever. Or even some married women don't trip when their husbands might cheat or whatever because it's hard to find a actual man that's not bisexual.
right, but like
And
from
some
what
men
listen,
date.
this is like 10 years. Like seeing this shit, like seeing this thing for over like 10 years now. I'm like seeing this shit. I'm like, I think like I don't even think like I know this shit for fact because I've seen this from many sources, like way like not just one source, and all these sources not connected with each other. And then I'm gonna connect those sources to my life experience, and my life experience always showed me that there's way more women in this world than men.
Mhm.
I've been seeing that from like teenager before, way before 10 years, so like 20 plus years. I've been seeing that shit.
Might be some you might think are women, they may not really be women.
I'm
We
telling
don't-
you, bro. Like that's what that's the plan.
I don't
That's the
know. I
goal
don't know. I don't know.
to deplete the masculinity of this world. They
We
don't
know
want
that.
strong people. Obviously, you don't want strong people.
I don't think they want. I don't think they want femininity or masculinity
What do you think they want?
because with this new, what they say it's
Age.
over 50. Yeah, it's like this over 50 genders now. I don't think they want either or because with femininity is power in that too. So they don't want either or because they're making these. I mean, the food, the stuff they put in the food, the stuff they push certain products for women or girls, and they become so masculine. I don't think they want either or.
Yeah. So what do you think they want though?
What they got right now, they just want anything opposite of what's unnatural. Anything that's opposite of what's natural. That's what they
All
want.
right, I agree with you right there.
Hmm.
But it's unnatural to deplete too much of the masculinity,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
mean,
unnatural to deplete too much of the feminine
that's what I'm
energy.
saying. Yeah, it's unnatural. They want anything that's opposite. That's what they want. They don't want what's original. Just say that. They don't want organic. They don't want that.
Right. They don't want anything that's natural or
Anything that's going
organic.
to speak up or go against what their ideal of what the world's supposed to be.
But you know the funny thing is,
Hmm.
I'm a duality motherfucker. I always keep saying this shit for years now. Whoever knows me, when they hear me, you already know I'm a duality motherfucker. So I believe just as much as they're against you, they're helping you at the same time.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
The system's helping you. It's not
They
just
don't.
against you.
Yeah.
It's helping those that will be that change.
Yeah. Because it makes them stand up more and
But it's just for the most part, most people in this world is not going to be for that change.
Mm-mm.
So it's automatically they're deleted from the hard drive, from the system. Who's going to make the change? Or who gives a fuck? That's what the system cares about. And when you give a fuck, what we're gonna build better. But the thing is, at the same time, they're evil. So we can't even give in to them, the people that they choose to make the change. You see, what I'm saying ain't gonna make sense right now, but it's gonna make sense in a good 10 year span.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. But I've been a little absent. I was doing a little something for my daughter and trying to interact with y'all, but I wasn't being very productive with that. But I am definitely paying y'all fully my divided attention at this point. Just
Yeah.
forgive me.
Why you say sis so? You say you want to shut down?
Yeah, I'm about to shut down in a minute, bro. I was saying I wasn't ignoring you guys. I was actually kind of doing something for my daughter, trying to pay attention to y'all at the same time. Kind of failing at doing that. So, I just wanted to let y'all know, because I wasn't successful at, trying to do two things at one time, apparently. That I wasn't ignoring you guys, because I wasn't really interacting with the conversation much. So
Okay.
forgive me for my absence, is what I was saying.
Good.
That's all, bro.
You're good. But I just believe they don't want to delete both. Anything that's organic, they want things to be the way they want it to be.
Yeah, but that
Whoever they
goes into a
are,
whole longer explanation now, sis.
whoever they are.
That's right.
That goes to a whole nother explanation if you say that. Because when you say that, it's like the mind frame of what I'm thinking is off balance, where it's like, okay, she didn't explain that. You gotta like really break that down.
Explain
Cause for
like
some
what,
people, they're gonna
why
think,
they want to get rid of both sides.
right, when you say like they're trying to take out the feminine and the masculine energy, that's like saying that, right? What you just said.
Yeah, because that's yeah,
Yes,
that's what they want to do.
transhumanism, brother.
Yeah, they don't want natural. They want anything that's unnatural. They don't want organic. They don't want what's real. They want the things they want to do. They want to they want to create this world where they can live and no one can like say, "Ooh, that's nasty. Ooh, that's wrong." That's why a lot of times they try to approve this pedophilia stuff. So it's like a lot of things they want to do. It's hard for them to do it if you got either the masculine energy or the feminine energy. Either way, it's going to be tough for them, and that's what they want to destroy. They're like even now, like the young girls have so many reproductive issues right now, and they're young. It's hard for them to carry babies. They're like early 20s to their early 30s, so they're really trying to just get delete both. They don't want any of it. They want to create everything with chemicals. Create their own human species, what they consider a human species. That's what they want. So the young girls not being able to carry babies or even get pregnant these days is deleting everything. It's going to delete. It's going to slow down the population growth. So that's their plan. It's always been their plan.
So there's been they gotta give you truth out in the open
Hmm.
at the same time with the lies, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So you got a lot of movies showing you that when you see a little baby, it's like very rare. Like they get surprised, their eyes, their pupils is popping out, like wow, a baby. What do you think that is?
You said when you see the baby is rare. What did you say is rare about the baby?
We talk about in the future, the way
Oh.
they're trying to do this world right now,
Hmm.
where it's like where you see a baby, it's gonna be very rare.
Oh yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, to
Where they
see
get
one, right.
surprised, or people, where
Hmm.
the average like citizen
Yeah.
that's left or whatever, they get surprised when they see a baby. Like, wow,
Yeah.
a baby?
Someone had a baby,
That's what they're doing.
especially if it's because how they trying to create something that will allow men to give birth. So especially if the way they're going at it, so it'll be shocking if a female have a baby eventually.
Exactly. Because they putting everything in to sterilize the women now. So you'll
Mhm,
be
mhm.
sterilized. And shit, if you ain't sterilized, the men gonna be so turned so into the gay population that nobody's gonna be wanting to make a baby. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
because
like a trap.
chemically they using chemicals to turn men, and that's why so many men struggle with their sexuality because they really use
They
certain
don't even know.
in their prescriptions and these, they're giving these boys all this ADHD stuff like that, drugs and it's
Food.
causing them. It's in even in their vaccines. It's causing them to be confused because it's messing with their hormones and stuff. So that's why these boys now they grow up and they wear leggings and long t-shirts, that go to their knees and they dress like girls. So,
Does that turn you off as a female?
oh hell yeah. Because me and you cannot wear leggings together. I'm sorry.
Sister Soul,
No.
does that turn you off as a female, like an older female?
I'm not even looking at it. Time about turning me off. Shit, I don't even see that shit.
Mm-mm.
I don't even see it, bro.
But
I
it would though, right?
literally you don't see it.
If you did see it, it would turn you off.
Well, I can't say it would turn me off because it's nothing I would notice. That's what I'm saying. That's how I just wouldn't notice it. I'm only drawn to stuff that I'm interested in. I don't pay attention to anything else.
So basically, if I when I asked you that question, you told me this answer. We
What's that?
basically going into that my reality is not your reality, right?
What if a guy
Like
try to talk to you, come up to you with
No.
legs on?
the
Oh,
life I live is not.
says it's a wrap.
That's what he's trying to say. That's what he was trying to say.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay,
You
I
that's
don't
thought
what
come
he
he
from
said
was.
if I
now.
look. He was
Yeah,
saying if I was like looking for that or
like
something.
if
That's
a
what
guy
he was
came
saying.
up to you when he had on leggings.
Now, Sister Daedra, like Sister Soul, I'm
Hmm.
talking about when you cut off from society, even though you're still living under the grid,
Hmm.
but you cut off from everybody around you that's like brainwashed, for example. And you say to yourself, you're doing the best you can, trying to do the best you can to live organic, eat organic foods, or even if it's not with only what you're consuming, just how you think and who
Mm-hmm.
you're around.
Mm-hmm.
My reality, even though we're breathing the same air, walking on the same grounds, my reality is not your reality. Would you say that?
I'm sorry, bro. I really got distracted. I ain't gonna lie. Um, you said would I agree that the reality is the same?
No. I'm talking about my reality. Like what I gotta go through on a daily basis is my reality. The same as your reality.
No,
Right.
it couldn't be.
We're not breathing, we're breathing the same air, we're walking on the same grounds, but what I go through is different from what you go through. Right?
Absolutely.
So when we put that into consideration, what else comes with that? You know what comes with that already. Sister So, you've been in the true community for a long time. You should know what comes with that. Right? It depends on maybe at what point our brain is operating properly. You know what I mean on these live streams. But I'm talking about what comes with when I give you that equation, because we do not live in the same reality.
Right.
There's
What
parallel
I'm
realities around us, and
right.
some of us are more tapped into the parallel realities around
Right.
us compared to the actual reality that's in front of you.
Right, but what are you saying, Prophet? I'm lost, bro. What do you mean? Say get what do you mean? What are you saying directly? Or are you asking me something? Let me ask that first.
I'm asking. I'm telling at the same time, but I'm more asking. Do you
Right. So
understand that?
no, I don't do roundabout questions, bro. I like very direct. So what are you saying? Get to it. Ask me the question, then I can answer it for you real quick. Think of how you want to ask me it real quick. Take your time and then ask me.
I ain't asking, man. I'm giving you an equation. I'm giving you an equation. We spoke about earlier how they're trying to take out the masculine and feminine nature out of life, and, and sister over there agreed. It's like she didn't say that part, but and eventually it's going to go into the conversations of robots taking over society. Machines are taking over society.
They've been
Your
doing that. So what you saying?
right, right. Your workplace, right, where you work, machines are taking over that shit. Even if you're not working, machines are taking over big time productivity companies. So I'm telling you right now, what I'm asking you is a question away from that in the sense of nature.
I don't know. She's still
You
there.
see, maybe I go too far.
Ah,
Now, sister soul, you can
yeah.
see why I don't go live often.
You good? No, you good, bro. I'm just trying to find. It's a bit of distraction and it's a bit of okay. Let me say it like this, bro. When you ask questions, it's the way you go about your questions. You like to draw an answer out, and you're insinuating while you're questioning. And for me, that's confusing because I'm very direct. I like to boom, 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 and boom. So I'm hearing what you're saying. So I'm kind of like, okay, he's asking me something, but I'm trying to make sure I know the point of what you're asking me. And it's not so much you're doing nothing wrong, bro. It's just that I'm not catching it. So just kind of, Didi, do you get what he's saying? Maybe you can relay it to me.
I was a little confused myself. I didn't know if it was a question or you know.
So yeah, just ask me a direct question, Prophet. Then I can tell me what. Just ask me directly what you want me to deliver right now, and then I can get at it.
What we've been speaking about was purely feminism and masculinity, which is natural, taken out of the equation for the mechanisms of life, robots.
So basically, we're going into a transhumanism state. So because right now there's certain things that are going in. My kids are going to do a live they want to do on this stuff that's going on, and I'm going to get into a lot of this stuff that you're insinuating right now. So basically, we're having like these galactic wars, and there's so many different things going on. So we have to be prepared in more ways than one, like mentally, spiritually and physically. The physical battle is what's going on right now, in the invasiveness of our bodies with these particular chemicals, nanoparticles, and things that they are trying to enforce on us. So this is what is going to try and help to terraform the body and formulate into a transhumanized state because now you have artificial inorganic GMO particles within you. These GMO particles are actually simulating the molecules in our body. The nanoparticles do the same thing that the molecules do. They replicate, they duplicate, and they continue to move and duplicate each one more and more and more and build, build, build. So the same thing the molecular structure of our atoms does, that's the same thing that it does. So we're having that battle of the terraformation within us, and that is actually doing the transhumanism through our physical body. And then we have the battle of the mental and the spiritual warfare as well. So that is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, long. It was much more. That too, though. You broke it down. You know what I mean, for the beginning part, but it's like
Well, if it's much
it's a lot
more,
more
get
than
to
that.
it then. Get to it, cause elaborate, brother. You kind of, slowly getting to the point. Let's get to it then. What are you saying? Get
You
to
know
your
what I mean?
point. Go elaborate off what I was saying. Let's go.
You got it though, for the most part. You know what I mean? I think just keep the channel safe and shit like that. You know what I mean? Just like, I don't want to break down shit too much because like you already know. So it's like I gotta work with the guidelines right here. So I'm gonna say, what side are you on? Everybody that's living right now, you gotta figure out what side are you on. Are you worldly or are you more for the betterment of the system getting fixed? Are you a worldly motherfucker? Or are you for the betterment of the system getting fixed? I think that's what it comes down to.
You have to choose.
You gotta choose a side eventually. And when you choose a side, do you have trades? Do you have tricks of the trades that actually matches up to the side that you choose?
You said that we have. Say that again.
Wait, I
Tricks
didn't
of the
hear.
trade.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me, sis, right?
No, I couldn't hear you. You broke up some, so I'm like, that's why I asked you to repeat that.
Depending on what side you choose,
Hmm.
do you have tricks of the trade with that side that you choose?
Do
Do
I
you
have?
know the trades that come with this side that you choose? So if you choose nature, right?
Hmm.
That's a whole nother ball game. How many niggas know how to build a fire out of nothing?
I do.
Right. How many niggas know how to kill an animal and skin that motherfucker? How many know how to do that shit?
I
I
How
don't.
don't eat
many
animals,
niggas
thank
know
God. Look,
nature by
I don't need
leaves?
to.
I
Leaves and
don't
shit
have to
like
have
that.
animal.
So you gotta figure that shit out.
No, I don't think I want to kill it and skin it.
Mm-mm.
You're
Not
right,
at
but somebody
all.
has to do it. Somebody has to do it within a camp, right?
Hey, as long as I got some fruit and some vegetables and some nuts, I'm good.
Yeah, but you gotta grow that at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to still learn how to do agriculture. Agriculture is the most important thing. If you really think about it, agriculture is like damn near top three
Yeah,
in
but
this
you also
world.
have to breed the animal too.
Not necessarily, not necessarily, because we don't gotta be killing animals. Why are we killing animals?
You said to skin it and kill it and skin it and
Skinning it and killing it and all of
mm,
that.
I don't want to do that.
Ah,
So I'd rather grow the fruit.
Right, you just said it right there. You gotta grow the food. You grow the food, you gotta know how to maintain.
Yeah.
So you're gonna grow tomatoes, you're gonna grow potatoes, you're gonna grow scallion and lettuce and green onions and all this shit. Green pepper, red pepper. That's the that's the potatoes that grows everywhere in the world. That's easiest to grow. But when you finally grow that, can you live off that for years of a span?
Hmm.
without complaining about anything else.
I think you learn how to adjust to your environment. I just think you can adjust to anything. I don't really eat meat, so it's like it wouldn't bother me.
This is what I'm telling you. Like a lot of people in this society, this is why you got like a lot of TV shows giving you this predictive programming that's going on. This Walking Dead bullshit.
I don't watch that stuff.
Like a lot of like zombie type shit, like in movies and TV
Oh
shows.
heck no, I don't do that. I don't do none of
Watch
that
And you
that.
know
weird,
what it
weird
is?
shit.
You know what it is? It's because people will be starving
Mm-mm.
so badly where they're finally forced to actually eat somebody.
No,
That's
I'll just go
against
ahead.
them.
I'll go ahead and
That's
transition.
against their well being. Like in the sense where I gotta
I'll go
eat you.
ahead and transition.
Yeah, it's about time to go at this point.
At that point, it's time to go. I'll
Yeah.
pass.
You better get out there and get whatever sun you can get and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Live off some true energy, then you gonna really learn how to live.
Yeah, because we don't really. They just have us trained to think we need that to survive,
Hmm.
and you really don't.
It's all a trick.
It's all. Yeah, you really don't
All
need.
a trick.
Because that's not what help you breathe. And that doesn't help you live. Because I'm not gonna eat a person. I'm good.
That's what it coming to. Cannibalistic. All these I'm telling you, a lot of these motherfuckers that's stuck
They
on
always been
this
doing that.
fast food shit.
Mm.
It's a lot of cannibalism that's coming through.
Well, it's always been like that.
Yeah.
It's always been like that, but it's gonna
Yeah,
get worse.
if you eat meat, you probably done ate a person or two. You don't know it.
It can get a lot. It can get. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be. I'm gonna
Exactly.
say it can get a
You
lot
already been
worse.
doing it. If you eat burgers, you eat
Yep.
steak, chicken, you already been eating people. You done ate a
Go
few
to the door.
babies. You done ate some aborted babies. If you eat
Especially
potato
especially
chips,
if y'all eat that McDonald's shit. Oh
yeah,
gosh.
it's
That's
in the
like the
potato
worst.
chips. It's in a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
So you already had it unknowingly. So they've been doing that for ages. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
I don't want to knowingly I'm eating a person.
Exactly. That part won't work for me, honey.
Mm.
I'm not gonna be hungry enough to be like, I don't even eat meat now. I can't even stand it. So for me to be sitting up trying to eat somebody's body,
Mm-mm. I'm good.
very, very good on that. Ah.
Cause look, the reason
he say.
I stopped eating pork because someone told me it tastes like human meat, and that's what made me stop eating pork. They said
It so sound good.
they said pork and humans taste alike. I said, oh, that's it. It's in my head.
Holy shit.
Once they put that in my head, I was done. I didn't know if it was true or not.
Right.
Holy shit. Oh man.
But that's what they said. I'm just saying. That's what
Shit,
they
they
said.
eat everything. Who to say? Who to say some
He's
weirdo at
laughing.
a weirdo at one of these damn farms ain't got some extra human that they done took and sold an organ or two and took that
Yeah.
flesh and blended it in with that meat that y'all eating or cut it
But
up
that's
Or
what
into.
they
they
do. This
inject
is
it.
so
This is
Or they
huh?
inject it into the pig. They inject
they've
the
been doing
fluid.
that shit.
Mm-hmm.
In the
They
form of
inject the
McDonald's, right?
fluid
In the
in the
form of like
Yes,
pig.
the main what do you call it?
definitely.
Like the main people. The main institutions or the main like
Hmm.
fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
They put that shit in your chicken, your beef, all
Yeah.
that shit. Human DNA.
Yeah, they turn it into fluid and they inject it into the pig or the
Mm-hmm.
cow or whatever.
Hell yeah. They've been fucking with us. Even the cow, we already know that story already. We
Hmm.
heard the
Mm-hmm.
shit For niggas that's in the
The
true community from like
chicken.
2015 and shit, we heard this shit.
Mm-hmm.
The
All of that.
cows is not even natural.
And it's not even just the meat. I mean, people don't realize it's in potatoes. They put it in like certain brand potato chips do it. It's in a
Yeah,
lot of stuff. And
right.
if you eat canned vegetables or canned goods, it's in there, you know. They've been doing that stuff.
But I tell you this though, if you if you can outline your body up to its fullest potential,
Mm-hmm.
in with, I know we don't got much to work with, but with the little that we have to work with,
Mm-hmm.
if you can outline your body up to the fullest potential, you know that those foods and shit like that is not going to affect you like it would if you was on a lower density vibration,
That is
right?
so true. Yep.
That's what I'm saying now.
Mm-hmm.
You have to raise your vibration as much as you can.
Say that. I tell them all the time. They don't hear it though. Talk about
Mm-hmm.
it, brother. Get on it.
Raise it as much as you can. So when those situations happen, it's not
Mm-hmm.
that bad compared to somebody else that's in the
Mm-hmm.
same situation as you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can easily defeat that shit. It's no problem. Everybody, we know the scale balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Acidic and alkalinity.
Mm-hmm.
You got acidity and you got alkalinity. What part of your life do you want the scale balance to tilt to? It's up to you. Sometimes you're left with less options, but that's what you got your life to. You made that shit to your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
So you got
That's
to
right.
answer for that shit now. So do you want alkalinity or acidity?
Mm.
That's
Because we
right.
need dark for light. We
Men,
need
raise your
evil
vibration.
to learn what's right.
Mm-hmm.
Imperfection is perfection, right?
Yeah.
Just up to you what you're gonna choose.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that is so true because I believe that people, especially during this time with all the pandemic stuff and whatever they put in the air to cause people to be sick, I think those that were sick, you know, their body wasn't alkaline enough or they was at low vibration. Because I tell you, I work with people every day. I haven't worn a mask or anything. I'm always outside, and I haven't
Say
even had
that.
a stuffy nose or anything like nothing.
Yep. Keep this immune system built up. You better
Yeah,
do it.
and it does. It starts with your thinking,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and how you keep your body up. So I believe that when it comes to that low vibration,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's like
for me, it's all about, like, you see this, the 3D,
hmm
3D. We're talking about work, this earth right here.
hmm
A lot of people that's in this earth, some of them are in a higher dimension, some of them are on a lower dimension, and some of them are on your level.
hmm
And even the ones that's on a higher dimension, some of them, their brain, the way their shit is wired,
hmm
there's things that you went through in your life that's not on their dimension, but it still helps them in a sense to learn from those experiences, vice versa, like the lower ones.
hmm
You know, come from, so all that shit comes in handy when how you deal with people, you deal with spirits. A lot of people in this world, I would say damn near like 80% of people in this world will never deal with spirits in their life because they
No.
never believed in that. You are the author of your creation. A lot of people, they create their life to not believing in shit because of how they were programmed. So
Yeah.
when shit, if they finally see something one day, they're gonna go crazy. A lot of people don't, they're not ready for that type of shit.
They don't want to be. They're
It's not only that they don't want to be, it's just that they just can't, like they're so programmed to the point that if they finally seen something that's not natural to their belief system,
mm-hmm.
they're gonna go crazy.
Yeah. They like they in their comfort zone.
Like, imagine how some people like you seen a dragon, an actual dragon for the first time in your life. You seen a motherfucker with a suit on, but he got a crocodile head. His head is a crocodile, but he got a suit on like a regular person. He's walking like a regular person, but his head top is a fucking crocodile.
That's
People ain't
crazy.
ready for that type of shit.
I'm going the other direction.
Running.
Okay, like what the hell?
They gotta run. They gotta run. Like we don't want to hear from this dude. This dude's kind of
Reptile
crazy.
being.
Let's shut him down right now. He's kind of crazy.
That is funny.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's serious at the same time. Like
On
you
the
just think
opposite
about it.
direction.
We're living in a world right now where the parallel universes are colliding with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And there's certain people that can see things, but there's some people that can't.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Talk
true.
about it.
And as far as I'm concerned, most people in this world can't.
Yep, they don't see
They
it.
can't.
They'll make everything up in their mind that is this, that, or that thing instead of saying what it actually is because they just don't see it. They don't have that eye to see.
Well, they say over 50% of the people will never wake up. They will always stay at that low vibration, that low dimensional. They will never wake up. No matter what you show them, what kind of proof you have, no matter what, they will always be stuck because they're
Bro, those are
comfortable.
the same cattle that keep coming back,
Mm-hmm. They stuck.
reincarnated
Yeah.
in the circulation,
Yeah.
back and back and back, like
Mm-hmm.
back and forth, over and over again. Those are the same motherfuckers. They can't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're not built to see shit. So when you see shit, they look at you as crazy
Mm-hmm.
because you can see shit, but they
Yeah.
can't.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens? They get recycled. These are the motherfuckers that'll always be around in society.
Yeah.
In this low density world, they'll always come back around.
They say you making
We got
stuff on your
the
head.
world is literally like splitting apart. You got a spiritual earth. You got then you got the earth that we've been living in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how hard it is for people to believe. Like, to me, it's funny. You know, it's funny to me. Even if
Their
people
minds
laugh
are
at me and
closed
make
off,
fun of
brother.
me, to
People
me,
minds
they're
are closed.
stupid. But to
They're not
them,
stupid. Their
I'm the
minds
crazy
are just
motherfucker.
closed, brother.
Bro,
Their minds broken and stagnated and closed. It's not that they're
Calcified.
stupid. They can't help it.
they can't help it, right? Just like, even if people, I know a lot of people don't rock with this shit. I already know a lot of people don't rock with this Bible shit or whatever. But just like when Christ is saying, they do not know what they're doing. They don't know better. Even Christ was saying that on the cross when he's dying. Even if some people say, "Oh, Christ didn't exist," I'm talking about the moral of the story. Like, the motherfucker was saying the same shit. These niggas don't
That
know
was
what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know right from wrong.
That was
Right.
Jesus on the cross, not Christ.
Like, motherfuckers, like, I can see myself like getting shot the fuck
Right.
up.
Say that again, sis. If you talk about that, they don't be believing it. Knowing that he was traded person.
Yeah, that was Jesus on the cross, not Christ.
Tape system.
I'm gonna tell you, they'll take my ass out of here. They will take me out of here. I know my own people will fuck me up. Your own people will fuck you up in these times.
Mhm.
Yo, get your ass out of here. They want to hear from you. Oh, he knows too much. He knows too much. You gotta get him out of here. Fuck that. Yo, kill your ass. Your
I,
own people will
I
be
don't
judging against you.
I don't think they care about what you know. I think
Mm-hmm.
they're more concerned about your actions. Are you going to put what you know in action? Are you going to expose? Are you going to like fight? Mostly spiritually. I don't think they care about what you know
Mm-hmm.
because they tell you. Now what you going to do about it? Next, what's next? And if they know those people that know going to react to what they know, that's who they're afraid of. And
Mm-hmm.
mostly afraid of you spiritually. So I just don't think that they care about what you know because they know you know.
Talk about it, Leonard. That serpentine power, baby. Right from the spine.
I agree with you, sis.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you, but only to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because I believe that there's some people where they can't detect you. There's some people that was living off grid for so long, and even if they wasn't living off grid,
Mm-hmm.
just they didn't share their mind too much with other people to the point that you don't know their next move.
And you
There is
don't
people
know
that
their
exist
moves.
like that.
That's what I'm saying. Long as like you're not making most of them saying they don't know your moves. They don't bother you because they don't care about what you know. They tell you. It's just
Put
they
it
don't.
right in my face.
Yeah, they put it right in your face. They don't care about what you know. It's what you do with what you know. Like they don't care about our conversation right now. They don't care. They want to know what we're gonna do about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we can only conversate without talking about what you're gonna do about it. So you
Mhm.
gotta that's in code,
You
right?
got to
What we're
do.
gonna do about it is in code, but we can talk about
That's why
the
actions
situation
speak.
all day.
That's why actions speak
This is what
louder
I'm
than
talking
words.
about when it comes to true communities.
That's why actions
This
speak
is
loud, bro. I'm trying to say something. That's why
Mhm.
actions speak louder than words.
Mhm. Amen. Yeah.
and sister so what does true communities do? All they do is keep talking and
And
talking.
talking and talking. Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of them just keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do nothing. And even if you do something, it's just with a direct friend or something. You don't have like a whole community. Like if I give examples out, I probably won't do it right here on this stream. I can give like 3 examples out of people that live off grid right now that formed a whole community. Like none of them are doing what they did. They just still in the system. You're under the grid, and you still go live on your streams, whether it's with StreamYard or whatever the fuck you use, and you speak about the same thing. You keep speaking,
Mhm.
not doing anything though for people that's in a rough situation. What you're doing for people is actually going live where they have something to go to sleep to at least. So I give you that credit.
Mhm.
They can fall asleep to your live stream. But really, you didn't do shit for them. Away from the live stream.
Right.
You didn't do nothing. That's what all these true communities do. Are we going live tomorrow? Around this time, Pacific, Standard, Eastern, Western, whatever fucking time zone you're in. And what you do for them niggas that's listening to you? What you do for them?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Ain't doing shit. Just think about it, man. Just think about it. It's just a soul, man. I know you probably out of here. I don't know how long you been going live, but I probably might have to go live on my shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my shit's low, My shit's low quality at this point. I'm shadow banned. So it's like
Look, shit. Me pretty
I'm
much
shadow banned as
how I be
fuck. But
feeling.
I'm gonna go live on my shit right now. Like talk about some shit so I know like you probably I don't know if you're on the way out if you're gonna keep going.
Yeah, I'm about to
But
end it, bro. I'll pop through in a little bit. Take a break real quick, and then I'll pop through
if
there.
you can, so if you come through and help me build that.
I will, bro. You already know. I'll come through. You don't go live that often, so if I catch
If
you,
you come through and help me
I'll slide
build,
through.
bro, like I probably won't have nobody. I'll probably be myself, maybe one person or something like shit. I
I got you, bro.
probably
I
won't
got
have
you.
nobody.
I'll come for you, Snub. You already know. I'll check.
Shit, man. I want to go into Nephilim. I want to go into Nephilim shit.
Okay.
Like fucking spirits, like when the Nephilims died and shit.
Oh man, do I want to
Yeah, I
do?
want to go into that shit, like the Titans and versus the Titans versus
But
the
I gotta
Nephilims,
do
and
this.
when the
I
Nephilims
gotta
died.
do this
And
live. I
I
don't
kind of
want
want to
to
go into that right now. I'm feeling like that right now, but shit.
You don't make me
I don't know
talk
if I'm
about too
ready,
much.
but I think I might do that right now.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you with something to check out before I come over there, and I'm gonna tap into it a little bit with you. I'm gonna do a live on it on my channel later this week or something.
You
Whenever I
got
get
another channel?
together. Hmm?
You got another channel?
No, I'm saying I'm gonna come to your channel and check on you later. I said, but I'm gonna do a live on something later this week on my channel, this channel,
Oh, okay,
about
okay.
something. I said, so before I come over there, check into it and let me see what you pull up on it. It's
Yeah.
look up L Bib, ELBI Bib, and then we're gonna chat
E
about it
L
when I come over there.
E
E L
L
B I
B I
Bib.
L
BIB. L Bib.
L Bib.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, L Bib.
And tell
Man,
me
I'm
what you
only trying
see on
to.
that, and then I'll holler at you about it when I come over there on your chat. I mean on
Yeah,
your live.
don't know, so man. Enough respect, man. Have me on
Nothing.
the platform. You don't know.
Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming up. You already know you got a good word. It's cool. We good.
Peace, man.
And I got you. All right, I'll be over. I'll slide through there. Sis.
Yes.
Thank you for coming up, my dear. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you for
I know
having
you was
me.
busy and didn't get your hair stuff in, but I know
That's
you'll go back and
okay.
check it.
Next time.
We're gonna do the next one and we'll that's why I just went a little light today. I went over a little stuff, but I didn't go into too much detail. I
Yeah.
said we'll do a part two and then, we'll do it there.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, sis. Peace and
All
love.
right.
Thanks for coming up, babe. And yeah, I'm about to get out of here. I'll probably slide through. I'm gonna take about a 15-minute break from this computer at least. Do me a little sage right quick.
Okay.
I may burn me a little bit of this Palo Santo. It's a lot of good things you guys can burn to cleanse your house too. Frankincense, myrrh. Palo Santo is a really good burning stick that purifies and it
Oh,
cleanses.
yes, yes.
Yes, I love it. Dragon's blood sage is another one of my favorite. Eucalyptus, white sage is that's another one of my favorites. I
You
love them
know
all.
what? I started burning
Hmm.
um pine cones.
Oh, pine cones. Yes, I love pine. I buy the incense, like the
Mhm.
not the incense. I'm
It's
like it's
good for cleaning the
the
area
oil.
atmosphere
Yes,
too.
the oil says yes and
Yeah,
burn it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And where I said,
Oh.
wow, you feel a difference too. And
Mm.
good at the same time.
So you burn the actual cone, sis, or you saying just pine itself, like I'm saying like the oil or something?
Yeah, I burned them. I got the pine. Found me some pine cones.
Man, no,
They're hard
I
to
don't never
find
see.
now.
I don't see none here.
I know they're so hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
I was messing. Y'all got a pine tree? Anybody? I'm texting people. Anybody
Wow.
got a pine tree?
I'm sure there's some around here somewhere. I'm gonna
Yeah, it
ask.
was out.
Now that you
Yeah,
said
friend
that.
of mine had some, so I took a few, and you can actually burn them,
Hmm.
or you can
Yeah,
mix them.
because they almost like a wood, just
Yeah,
like
it's
this.
a
These
wood.
sticks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
You can
Palo
mix it.
Santo is
Yeah, then you
really
can mix
good.
it with that. You know,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you can burn it. And it does. It makes a difference as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my snake plant and my rubber plant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my Himalaya light bulbs,
Yep.
because that's the light we should be under, not the lights that they put in your place. And
Yes,
they
I
don't
use
get
the
hot. You can touch them and they don't get hot. Like the Himalaya light bulbs, you can put them in your lamp and they don't get hot.
Mm.
And they last forever.
I'm gonna have to get that, sis. I wasn't up on that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Putting
my
that
my
down. Me in the chat.
yeah, I have a lamp I never turn off, and it's been like a year.
Mm.
Hmm.
How much wattage do it give off? I don't mind. I don't need like a bright light. I can
No,
do
it's
it
not
dim.
bright. It's not a bright. It's not a bright
Okay.
light. No, it's not a bright light.
Okay. I'm gonna have to order that, sis. Thanks for
Yeah,
putting me on to that.
you
Cause I
see
use the Himalaya. I have a couple of the salt lamps. I just
the
have
lamp.
them around the house.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but they have the light bulbs as well. So it's been a year. That light, it has not burned out yet, and I never turn
Wow.
it off.
Uh-oh.
Let me walk my dog. She's sitting looking at me. She look out the window, then she look back at me like, "Can we go outside, please?"
Let's go. All right, babe.
All
Appreciate
right.
you. And we will be doing this soon. So
Okay.
tomorrow,
Good.
y'all know I'm gonna be live tomorrow, Sunday. I'll be live with Main Radio at 6 o'clock. Make sure y'all tune in, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. Live with me. And yeah, we'll go from there. And peace and love to my chat. I love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Y'all always participating, having a good word. Y'all drop as many jewels as some of us up here on the panel, and it's
Hmm.
definitely appreciated. Y'all interaction. Brian Flat Power, thanks so much for sharing, bro. As usual, very supportive. Make sure y'all subscribe to Brian's Flat Power Guide. If you are not subscribed to this brother, he support everybody as well. Yes, guys. So I will check on y'all tomorrow with some good info. I got something planned for y'all, if it comes through. I'll be doing that. But either way, I'll have something good for you guys. So make sure you guys have a good evening and get y'all some rest. And yeah, come join us. Join and see what he's chatting about. He want to do a little chatting. They do be chat about him because he talk about a lot of stuff, just like they do Copper Tone. But yeah. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. And if you're not doing it, join me over there in about 10, 15 minutes. I'm just gonna do a little saging and purify myself a little bit, make me a little tea. And I will be over there at the brother's channel and chop it up with him, give him a little bit of support. All right, guys. Thanks so much for your love and y'all respect and y'all honor. I give it all back to you as usual. Peace, love, and blessings.